Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Throttle Sim Racing Victory Fuel Cup Series here presented by Full Throttle Television. My name's Brady Hanna. Beside me in the booth is Tony Solari. Tony, we are in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, and Las Vegas Motor Speedway for tonight's running of the Las Vegas 250 for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. Go ahead and get your analogies ready, all your gambling sayings. We're going to use them all here tonight at Las Vegas.
Well, in all honesty, I mean, I don't know why we always go to gambling. I mean, Vegas is known for other things. I mean, they got shows and showgirls. I mean, they even have a great escort industry as well. I mean, maybe we should start throwing some of that stuff in here for Sin City.
I'm not so sure. Gotta keep it PG, but we could, absolutely, man. Looking forward to it tonight, though. This should be a great race. This is a fun track, a 1.5-mile track here. We'll look at our track description here. And it is kind of a D shape. Got that front stretch is kind of curving, and then of course down the back stretch is a straightaway. But in the corners, man, unlike some of the new, more popular, more modern tracks with the progressive banking, this is just straight banking, 20 degrees on either end. These guys are going to be leaning on that and using every bit of that, but there's going to be a little lifting in the throttle, even with new tires, and that's going to happen more as they go through the run.
Yeah, this is definitely not the truck race like we saw on Wednesday night. The truck race was kind of a draft fest, and you can pretty much keep it to the floor for the most way around, especially the first few laps. Yeah, this is a whole different animal. And but yeah, the shape is your typical 1.5 mile, and with some decent banking. I know a lot of guys actually like this track, and there are, the high lane, low lane to go in. There is a couple multiple grooves. I know there's bumps around here as well. It's the oldest surface out here in NASCAR. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge, but I think a lot of guys actually like the challenge here in Vegas.
I tell you, the biggest challenge I think is turn 1 and 2 on the bottom. The corners look the same on the paper, 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4, but 3 and 4 is like almost silky smooth. You go through there, it's so smooth through the corner. You can kind of get where you want to, top, middle, bottom. But 1 and 2 on the bottom is really bumpy. Some of the guys kind of avoid that by going to the second groove, avoid those bumps. And even up there in the third and fourth groove through that corner, trying to get a run off the corner. So turns 1 and 2 is kind of the trouble spot. It can get really tricky down there, and you can look for the restarts to be very exciting getting down there as well.
Well, yeah. Well, I wonder too when they built this track. Maybe the soil, and when I say soil, I mean sand, was maybe just a little firmer on 3 and 4 than they were on 1 and 2. Which that's why the pyramid, the Luxor out there, is sinking in the ground. They say. So I mean, yeah, it could be some interesting reasons why, and who knows when and where they're going to. Well, I know where they're going to do it, but maybe when they're going to actually do a repave for this place. But I don't know. I think the old track surface does kind of give this a good challenge here, and again, I think a lot of guys that kind of enjoy this place, and hey, it's our first real 1.5 miles as well. So let's see what these guys can get done for us today.
Yeah, a lot of the drivers like it, so I wouldn't look for them to pave it too soon here. But we'll look at last week's results here at Phoenix last week. Nick Alford getting it done over his teammate Brandon Fetter place. You got Richie Coy finishing in third, Kevin Ruff and JP Burns making up your top 5. Fun race out there last week. Very few cautions, very clean race. And a good battle to the end there. Nick Alford able to get it done and get some revenge after his week before that kind of went wrong at COTA. And also almost a year ago from, or I guess 3 months ago, from the end of the last season, Nick Alford getting it done last week at Phoenix.
Yeah, Nick had a great run last week, and Brandon as well, Richie Coy as well. So yeah, it's starting to close in some of the points for these top guys up here. So. Yeah, it's going to be another fun night. Again, this is their first 1.5 miles.
Really quick looking at the points here. Richie Coy leading the points coming in. Brandon Fetter place hot on his heels, though. Nick Alford right there as well within striking distance. Victor Pfluger climbing the standings. These wins are big now. They get an extra point boost for wins. So you could see some guys jump up here towards the end of the season or the middle of the season and get some things done. Looking at the schedule, of course, Vegas this week, you got Darlington, Martinsville, Rockingham, and Bristol coming up. That should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to some fun races coming up. But before we do that, we got to get you guys ready for tonight's race here at Las Vegas. We'll throw it over to our starting lineup for the Las Vegas 250. Starting on pole, it is the number 51. That is David Duran coming in hot with his Chevrolet. He's going to start from the pole here tonight at Vegas. On the outside of the front row, last week's winner, the 98 of Nick Alford, will start from P2. Third place going to the 7, that is Wayne Grassi. Great qualifying run for him. Looked fast in practice as well. Look for him to have a great run tonight. And another Chevrolet in the number 84, Stephen Hollingsworth, starting in 4th position. 5th spot going to the 57, the first Ford in the field, that is Jonathan Atkins, with Tim Wortman Jr. joining him in the number 83 on row 3. 7th spot going to go to the 19 of Richie Coy, and to his outside it's going to be the 34 Toyota of Brandon Fetterplace. 9th spot going to go to the 14, that is Lane Allen, and starting in P10, rounding out our top 10, the 33 Chevrolet, that is the Dunkin' Donuts Chevy of Ben Tracy. Starting 11th spot, the 21, that is Victor Pfluger. Fastest in practice, but it's going to have to come from 11th spot here starting the race. 12th spot going to go to the 92, that is Cameron King. And 13th spot going to go to the 29, Derek Catt. With the 14th spot going to the 03, that is Brian Dixon.
All right, starting 15th, we got the car 18, J.P. Burns. 16th, Joshua Gaiman in the 61. 17th, Julio Villalobos Jr. in car 45. They have Alexander Hodge in car 53, starting 18th. Tyler Bauer starting 19th in car 94. Jeff Chandler, car 31, starting 20th. Lewis Meglin starting 21st in car 43. Then you have Alan Duranco, car number 2, starting 22. Wyatt Hunley, car 22, starting 23. And then James Torrey, car 6, starting 24th. Ryan Huff, 25th in the car 93. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., car 12 in the 26th spot. Mason Hoffner, 27th spot in car number 30. And then we have our blissful Brian Bliss in car number 8 in 28th spot. And he is the last guy in the field tonight. So we got a pretty good field, 28 drivers, mile and a half, old surface. Who's going to, I don't even want to say it, who's going to roll the dice, I guess.
Who's going to cash in tonight or hit
That's
the jackpot?
Right.
I mean, use them all. I mean,
Who's going to get their number? Yeah.
That's right. Well, we got some numbers on the front of the field. The pace cars through 3 and 4. The 51, David Durant, going to lead them down. The 98 of Nick Alford, last week's winner, on the outside as they come down to take the green flag here. The Las Vegas 250 is now underway here at Las Vegas.
It took a little while for that green flag to come out there, but they're off to a great start. Actually, both rows get a really good jump here. They're still door to door. Something you don't see too often.
As they head down the backstretch, still door to door. That outside lane got a run, though. The 98 of Alford, although here comes the 51 pulling him back as they head into 3.
Yeah, Stephen Hollingsworth looked like he kind of made a little jump there. He almost wants to go 3 wide for this lead here.
He was way up the track looking, but no momentum there as they're still side by side. Now is he going to look through the middle here? Thinks better of it on lap 2.
Yeah. I was saying, he did look like he wanted to go 3 wide. He did prevent himself from doing so, but now that it's 2 wide again, he's on the attack.
Ooh, little wiggle by, is that Duran?
Yeah, well, Durant looked like he wanted to get up the track, but then he sees Hollingsworth up there, and he's like, I'm just going to kind of
and down the front stretch, here comes the 84 looking to the outside of the 51. Hollingsworth looking to the outside of Duran. Duran shuts the door heading off into turn 1.
I'm watching that 57 right now. He's been running that really, really high line for the last couple of laps, so he's kind of brought it down to the track a little bit and definitely on the move. This is one of those tracks, though, too. I mean, we say it week in, week out. Clean air, and you got to save your stuff a little bit. We got a caution, or we got our yellow at our stage lap is what, 40? So,
lap 40.
Yeah, so they've got a little bit of a run that they're going to have to kind of manage some of these tires with.
That's a close race between the 19 of Richie Coy and the 93 of Cameron King through 3 and 4. They were right on each other's door through 3 and 4. They make that work, though. Cameron King moving forward, using that top lane to the outside of the 7 of Wayne Grassi.
Yeah, it looks like that top lane is pretty strong right now, especially early on. I mean, even again, I mean, I'm looking at the 57 of Jonathan Atkins. He's still running that tall, high line right now.
Yes, he's about the only one up there right now, too, using a very top lane on the outside of Brandon Fetterplace in the number 34.
Yeah, you got a pretty distinct bottom hugger really close to that line. I mean, nobody's really kind of made that lane up like you were saying earlier on.
Ooh, almost contact between the 93 and 19, getting into the corner. Richie in the middle. Oh, teammate up there. Jonathan Atkins against the wall through 3 and 4.
Yeah, Jonathan definitely got a little tight there. He had to let up a little bit. Man, good eyes on Richie. That could have been pretty devastating for the two of them.
Still got Nick Alford out front. Nothing's changed there. Stephen Hollingsworth moved into second. David Duran in third. Tim Wortman fourth. Brandon Feder places in fifth. And then you got this battle for sixth on back. Cameron King. You got Richie Coy, Jonathan Atkins, Brian Dixon in that group as well. Ooh, Atkins in the wall again off turn 4 just slightly.
What's going to happen when you're running that top line like that? You got to be careful up there. Especially, too, if he's starting to get a little tight. Although he has dropped down a little lower now, so maybe he's finally got the thing. You know, you never know if the cars are too loose, and maybe you're running that outside line just to kind of prevent the looseness of it until the heat gets into the tires, and then you can run low.
Joshua Gaiman there running in the middle of the track. Going to make time on the top side. And passes the 7 of Wayne Grossi. Now he's going to find himself behind the duo of Brian Dixon and Jonathan Atkins side by side right in front of him.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised with the fall off of Wayne. I mean, he did have a great Q effort, and just kind of, I almost want to say he's probably saving his stuff. I know these mile and a halves are kind of some of his bread and butter out here, so we might be able to see him show back up in this mix a little later on here.
And it will work out. Meanwhile, up front, Stephen Hollingsworth using that very high side. We saw the 57 using, starting to gain in on our leader, the 98 of Nick Alford. Here he comes, looking to the outside.
Yeah, he was in that position a couple laps ago, too, and just maybe taking another swing at it right now. But, yeah, Nick definitely is watching that mirror and trying to keep him at bay, taking that air off of that nose.
Yeah, Nick's moved up, but not as high as Hollingsworth in that 84. He's right up against the wall there trying to get that run off the corner. Both of them moved up the track there. And both of them have kind of pulled away from everybody else as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they got the thing set up right now pretty good. Here comes Hollingsworth. He's getting that run. He kind of shuck and jived him. He's going to make this pass.
Yeah, looks like he got Nick a little loose there. It's going to be the new leader, though. 84 Hollingsworth takes the lead off turn 2.
All right, let's see what Steven's got now that he's got the clean air in front of him. Is he going to start be able to pull away? But, yeah, I think Nick really probably had a little bit of an issue there because, you know, even Wortman's starting to close in on him. They had a little bit of a gap, but that gap is going away quickly.
He got a little loose into the corner trying to block the lane of that 84. A little loose into turn 1, and that opened the door for Hollingsworth.
Well, Hollingsworth hasn't quite driven away from him yet, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here as this thing plays out.
Over Nick Alford, currently second, looking at the back of that 84 machine. Oh, good run off the corner. Is he going to be able to do anything with it into turn 1? Let's see here.
Caught him, but yeah, not enough steam to kind of make that pass happen. Is he going to try to make an outside line move like Steven did?
A little bit of wiggle. 84.
They're getting awfully close to that wall on exit.
To the bottom as 84 goes to the top side. Side by side through 3 and 4. Oh, 84 gets a little loose off the corner. It's going to open the door up for him to stay there. They are still side by side. Nick not willing to give this one up yet as he stays to the inside going into turn 1.
Well, he's there. He might as well stay in it. Try to keep that low line working.
He does get so tight off turn 2. And honestly, you kind of trying to predict what the car will do off turn 2 can be very, very nerve-wracking. You don't know if it's going to get tight, snap loose. Oh, so close.
Whoa, yeah.
84 clears him.
Yeah, he was able to make that outside line run. I mean, while all that was happening, though, Tim Wortman and company, they're kind of slowly gaining on him, though. I'm sure that group behind him is like, no, keep running side by side. We don't mind catching back up to you. I'll tell you, man, beyond, they're all somewhat single filed out here.
Everybody kind of spaced out here because Joshua Gaiman looking to the outside of the 03, Brian Dixon off turn 4. Behind him, the 33 of Ben Tracy side by side with Tyler Bowers. Sorry. Austin Powers.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ben's actually kind of fallen back a little bit. Now he's under battle with Wayne Grossi.
Yeah, both of those guys have kind of fallen back just a little bit from where they started. Tyler Bowers going forward, though, in front of him. And the 94 up 9 spots already. Joshua Gaiman also up 9 spots.
We do got almost a 3 wide battle going on the back, all the way back where Wyatt Hunley is, battling for like 20th spot here. They were 3 wide for a second.
It's kind of a gaggle back here. The 43,
Yeah.
the 53, the 18 of J.P. Burns. Is he in that group? No, it's the
Duranko just went 3 wide. Was able to kind of clear those guys.
Duranko, Alexander Hodge, Jonathan Atkins back here. I wonder if he's damaged
Yeah,
his car.
Right, yeah. I was going to say, who is that guy? But yeah, it's Jonathan.
And there's the 31 Jeff Chandler as well. Atkins, yeah, he's up the track and off the pace.
Yeah, he's falling back pretty hard. But yeah, Chandler just got by him. Looks like the 33 is going to get under him now, too.
Lane
That's
and
the
Wayne.
93, I'm sorry.
Lane and Wayne battle for 12th. Wayne Grossi, Lane Allen side by side. Lane on the inside. Wayne with a W on the outside, and Wayne's going to hold on to that position for now.
Well, I think Wayne was kind of just chilling a little bit, and he might not have some of the tires to kind of go forward here. I mean, we're what, 17 into this, so I mean, we're not even halfway to the stage, but 20, 25 laps into it, that's when you're going to start seeing a little bit of tire wear, and where you're going to see some of the guys that maybe have saved a little bit. Like a guy like Jeff Chandler, I'm kind of expecting him to kind of start maybe moving through the field a bit here.
Back up front, everybody's kind of moved to the top. Hollingsworth way up to the top. Nick Alford about halfway there, around the middle of the track. And you're right, Tim Wortman and Brandon Fetterplay start to get a little close to these two as they start to battle once again.
Yeah, they've gained a good tenth and a half on them since we've last talked about them. I wonder if the battle between first and second has worn out their tire a bit, and here comes Wortman and Brandon. I think they're going to eventually make this a four-man race here for first. Here comes Alfred though, trying to make that pass over the lead, trying to get it Hollingsworth.
To the inside of Hollingsworth. Back there, you also had a side-by-side with Joshua Gaiman and Cameron King, and now the battle's on for the lead. Still Hollingsworth to the top side, using that momentum off the corner to be able to hang there. Nick Alford trying to take it away from him on the inside. Not quite able to hang. He's going to give him to the bottom anyway because he's running to the top. So,
yeah, I mean, the top side is it's stronger. Seems like week in, week out, it's just a little bit stronger. And again, we mentioned the bumps on 1 and 2, yeah.
Brandon Fetterplay's Tim Wortman side by side now. Fetterplay's going around or trying to go around on the bottom side there through the bumps. Looks pretty stable there. Looks like he's got a good handling car.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I didn't know if he was going to be able to make that move just because of the bumps down there, but yeah, he was able to make it pretty easy. Although I think Tim kind of he's a chill
leader spinning.
Yeah.
Stephen Hollingsworth around on the front stretch. Caution flies as Nick Alford moved up behind Hollingsworth. Maybe got him a little air loose. That happens here in iRacing for whatever reason, but looks like
wasn't
Hollingsworth
that close to him. But yeah, wow.
I don't think did Hollingsworth hit anything. He may not have hit anything.
No, well, his nose did hit the wall, but it wasn't very hard.
Let's go back and look at our best one tire and AutoCare instant replay here to see what happened to Hollingsworth coming off turn 4. Comes down the track. No, you're right. He wasn't even close to him. Gets loose, overcorrects. He does nose it in the wall just slightly there and kind of skids to a stop. I think it'll be minor damage. He'll be fine. It's nothing more than what you would do in a bump draft situation.
Yeah, I mean, but you can see though too. I mean, the car started to turn a little bit too much left, and it swung right instantly, which is so typical of this car. And he did a good job of keeping the damage, and everybody else did a great job of staying off of him as well.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And I tell you what, Nick Alford did a good job of avoiding him here too.
Yeah.
Right on board with Nick Alford through this. He comes off the corner, gets loose, swings back to the right. He just was able to slip by before Hollingsworth come across the track there.
Well, if he was up his nose or up his bumper, like we originally thought, maybe he wouldn't have been so lucky. But yeah, he had a little bit of a gap there to make that happen.
Tony, we got some takers on pit road. The highest running one.
I was wondering.
The 19 of Richie Coy comes in. He's going to come out 14th possibly. That's the highest position for the guys that pitted there. So 14th spot, yes, he will. We'll see if he can work his way through traffic. Again, we had about 20 laps on the tires there.
Yeah, it might be I mean, it's definitely going to hurt a set of tires. But yeah, the 57's in. Obviously, Stephen Hollingsworth in. 33's in. Lane Allen's in. Victor Fluger's in. 29 of Derek Katz in. I mean, we had a bunch of takers there, and it looks like everybody got tires.
Yeah, so it's just going to be fun to see. We'll see if they can cut through traffic.
Yeah, I'm showing Richie right now. He's lining back up 10th, so he's not too far back out of the field there.
That'll be incorrect.
Although,
It'll be 14th.
It'll be okay. Yeah, my scoring, it doesn't really work very well until they actually cross the line.
But yeah.
It's still, even 14th, I mean, it's still midway through the field. I mean, cleaner tires, fresher tires. You might make something happen here.
I betted against it a couple of broadcasts ago. But I don't think they're going to be able to get there. It was Auto Club. I remember that. And I was wrong, because if it had stayed green, I think a guy with tires would have been to the lead. But that's the position too, Tony. It's the thing you got to think about. Can we stay green to the end of the stage? And if so, it helps those guys. But if we get a rash of cautions, you're going to have a hard time making up spots.
Right, for sure. And I mean, to me, I don't know. Before the stage, unless the car is really, really evil handling or maybe they have a little damage or whatnot, I'd rather bank those tires for later on if you need them.
Yeah, this is a risk for sure.
But yeah, sometimes you can make something happen, and if you're looking for them stage points, I mean, yeah, it definitely can help you.
Keep an eye out for the yellow and white car, see if he's able to make his way through. Or even the 33 of Ben Tracy also took tires. Fitzpatrick Sr.'s up there, Lane Allen, Wyatt Hundley. Some of those other guys stopped as well, Victor Fluger. So we'll see if they can work
really
their way up
everybody
through.
behind Rich. Yeah, everybody behind Richie, I believe, pitted.
All right, so 14 throwing back, has some fresh tires. See if they can use them here on this restart. Pace car's going to pull off. We're going to have about 22 laps. No, 18 laps to the stage. Green flag flies.
Yeah.
Good stop. Good start for Wortman. Not a great start for his teammate, the 34 Fetter Place.
No, and you can see from the start of the race when we had our original green flag drop where everybody goes to the restart zone, where people go in the restart zone, you can definitely see how that the leader gets that advantage. And yeah, Nick took off from there.
We're going to have 3 wide there, but Fetter Place backs out of it.
I know. Well, you got to think smart too. I mean, yeah, we're only 25 laps into this.
You can tell those tires are wore out too. They're starting to slip and slide around off the corner as well. Off turn 4 there, you're just watching gaming into 61. And Fetter Place kind of dancing around there off the corner, especially with somebody on your bumper.
Yeah, and I'm watching the 19 right now. He's already gained up a couple of spots, but he's a bottom feeder. He loves that bottom line, and it's very, very crowded right now. He's really got no place to go. And they're 3 wide right in front of him. 33 with new tires. He was the one that take it 3 wide on the outside.
You're right.
Take it 3 wide again.
Ben Tracy's the one making moves on the top there. Got to find somewhere to go.
He's getting shuffled back. Yeah.
Got to be aggressive on these restarts.
There
we know
goes
that 33. That 33 is not shy of being aggressive here, and he's making it work with those new tires.
Well, yeah, you might as well try to make them work. If you are going to take that gamble with them, you might as well try to make them work. And you don't want to be the guy that gets screwed up there.
Check up there behind him with the 7 of Grassi having to do a little bit of a checkup. It is a mess back here.
Major. Yeah, I know. Oh, wow. Almost 2 lanes of 3 wide there for a minute.
And this is bad when you drop back into those fresh tires, man. You feel so helpless. If you're the 7 right now, they're just blowing by you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. The only thing you can think of is, that's fine. They have the pressure tires. There's a reason why they're passing me. I've saved a set, and hopefully you can use up those set later on.
3 wide back here.
3 wide right now. Yeah.
19 at Coy on the inside. Brian Dixon right there. Actually, Coy goes around all those guys. And now he's right behind the 33, trying to make a move in front of him.
And they're 3 wide, double stack right behind him, too. Man, this is crazy.
Brandon Fetter Place up into Cameron King.
Huh.
I don't know how they're not wrecked here. Cameron King trying to stay out of the way. 4 wide now back there.
This is, wow.
Ben Tracy up to fourth, though, going for third. On the inside of Joshua Gaiman.
Yeah, well, Ben made a great choice. He went to the top side early on, and here comes Richie Coy, though, now, too.
Yeah, Coy.
Caught up with Ben.
Right on the side of, we got a car in the wall back there behind him. I think it's Alan Duranco in the wall. We stay green.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Duranco. It might have been, it was maybe Julio? I don't know.
In this battle, Richie Coy on the outside of the 34 better place with those new tires. Making it work now on the outside of Joshua Gaiman. No, he's still on the outside of third place. Sorry, here comes the 22 Wyatt Huntley. Thought he was going to make it
Wyatt
3
kind
wide.
of showed up. I know. He's been trying.
Here comes the 19 Coy trying to cut through that. Ben Tracy now up to third, pulling on the back bumper of Tim Wortman. Let's see how many laps we got to go. 31 of 40. 9 laps. I think he can get there.
Ben keeps up the pace. Yeah, he can definitely get there. He's going by Warren right now, and he's probably going to clear him by the start-finish line here.
Little touch of the wall off turn 4. You don't want to be doing that.
It's a madhouse out here tonight. Crazy.
Got to worry about 19 at Coy as well with those fresh tires. He's caught him as well.
I'll tell you, the one guy, though, that doesn't really care what's going on behind him is Nick Elford, because he's got a 6/10 lead, and he's just enjoying life. I mean, he's pretty much on his own island out front there. Oh, Richie Coy sliding in the grass.
Down pit road. Slides back up the track. Oh, is he going to hang on to it? He's trying to stay off the track and does so. Holds on to it. Big slide for the 19 Accord with those fresh tires. That is not what you want.
No, and I believe he actually he did get into pit road, and I believe he's going to get a penalty from it.
He will. But there's no cars laps down right now. I'd go ahead and take that penalty. You got the stage coming up. Boy, if these guys can hang on to their cars here, because we got them all over the place back here behind our front too.
And Ben Tracy's knocked that lead down to about 4/10, and he is still hot pursuit.
Wortman has got all kind of trouble behind him. He's got Wyatt Huntley past him now. With those fresh tires. Now he's got fresh tires breathing down his back. Wortman looking in the mirror thinking, oh, well, no. What do I do?
He's been hanging in there pretty good with those tires right now. But, yeah, he's definitely a rolling chicane that everybody's trying to get around, because everybody behind him has fresh tires.
All right, that's J.P. Burns to the inside, and that 18 is going to get position on him through 1 and 2.
It's one of those things where, you see Wortman and you're trying to get by him and you're thinking, okay, can I break away? J.P. Burns got almost had the breakaway there. Once you kind of break away from him, then you can kind of go back out and attack. So we're running on laps here for stage.
Here comes, just look at your screen. I can't describe some of the stuff's going on out there back here.
Yeah. I'm watching Ben Tracy. He did cut about a 10th off of that lead here to Nick. If he can get a 10th a lap, he might be able to get maybe door to door or even to the bumper by the time this thing hits.
Through-out move by Stephen Hollingsworth back here for fourth. He's going to get that position around the top side. But yeah,
Stephen was fast. Unfortunately, he brought out that caution. He had a little damage. Obviously, the damage didn't hurt him.
Watch Ben Tracy trying to chase down Nick Alford. The gap is down to 0.4 of a second.
Ben's bigger problem right now, though, is the 22 behind him, because Wyatt is actually starting to run down Ben.
Yeah,
quicker than Ben is running down Nick.
3 laps, though. 3 laps to go. He's going to run out of time. But the 33 could maybe still get there, although he has an issue off the corner. Drops to 0.4.
Tires are only as good as the car is, too. So, I mean, you look at Nick. I mean, Nick has got he's got old tires, and he's just been rock solid out front. Actually gained a 10th over Ben Tracy there that last lap.
That 22 Wyatt Huntley is coming. He might have something to say about second here with Ben Tracy if Ben didn't get his foot down. They're going to come. 2 laps to go here to the end of the stage.
I had to look back too. Mason Hoffner and Brandon Fairplace had a little bit of had a little almost a oops moment back there. There was a little bit of shucking and jiving going on.
Actually, this is the final lap of the stage. So this is it. Final lap of the stage. You're not going to get to Nick
Yeah,
Alford. But Ben Tracy might have to hold off the 22 here, Wyatt Huntley, and see if we can get him through 3 and 4 here.
you just got to stay off the wall. He should be able to get it there. He's got that momentum
He
on the
did stay
outside.
off the wall, but I tell you what, one more lap, the 22 would have got him. But the stage winner tonight
Yeah,
is going to be the 98 of Nick Alford getting it done here tonight at Las Vegas.
man,
Hollingsworth
that
up to
was that.
4th. J.P. Burns in 5th. Victor Fluger 6th. 7th for Joshua Gaiman. 8th for Lane Allen. 9th. Tim Wortman hung on with those old tires. And 10th place for showing Brandon
Brandon,
Fetterplace. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Brandon as well had the older set of tires. But now here we go. Pit stops. It's gonna be the great equalizer. Will some of the guys that did pit? Do you think anybody's gonna stay out? I don't think so, but you never know. We're going to definitely have to have at least 2 more green flags, or if it does stay green, there's going to be 2 more stops for sure. I don't think you're going to have enough fuel to finish this race on one stop, because they don't do 60 laps. Well, maybe they do.
All right. Caution number 2 of the night. We had an interesting fight for the stage there at the end. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, some good points made by some guys, so not a bad deal. Actually, it's showing Wyatt Huntley was scored higher than Ben Tracy. At least that's the way they're lined up right now.
Yeah, it happened after the line.
Ah, yeah, busy pit road. Here we are.
Lap
Everybody's
too
going in.
late for Wyatt Huntley, but he does roll into the pit 2nd place. All right. Everybody hits pit road, gets some tires and fuel. See if anybody's
People
able
out
to.
there, yeah, probably making some adjustments too as well.
Maybe you might see some 2-tire calls here. To be honest with you, for track position, it wouldn't surprise me if some of the guys that stopped for tires maybe take 2 tires here. Could be. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess you
Uh,
would. The guys
uh,
that did change 4, yeah, I haven't seen anybody with 2 though.
Mason Hoffner, first off pit road.
Oh, huh. Let's see what Mason did. Mason did not take tires at all.
Hmm.
He just went in for a top off. And I'm sure you can look on your cheat sheet. Was he one of the guys that pitted the previous lap or the previous stop there?
Oh, I believe he was
I
40.
remember.
Well, I don't know. I can't tell you now. This is 42.
Yeah, let me
Everybody
look.
stopped on 42. I
All
believe
right,
he
yeah,
is.
yeah. Yeah, let me go back and maybe look to see.
And
Okay, yeah,
I'm
he did pit. He did pit that lap. That was lap 22 is when they
50,
pitted.
55 is what I'm seeing for fuel mileage here.
Okay, so yeah, so I mean, I don't know. We say it week in, week out that some guys could probably be out there maybe making the save, but I'm thinking definitely 2 more stops for some of these guys. Most of these guys.
Definitely having somebody up here with no tires is going to jumble the field
He's
up just a little
definitely,
bit on
yeah,
the start.
yeah. Especially, yeah, he's been out there 22 laps now. I mean, he's got a full tank of gas too on old tires.
Yeah, he stopped. Yeah, he stopped. But yeah, full tank of gas, and it's going to affect the balance of the car with the old tires. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, the clean air is good if you got the car to stay out there. I mean, weirder things have happened.
So it looks like Alan Duranco was our lucky dog. Is that right? Richie Coy's still a lap down.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, because I'll have to go back and see because yeah, Richie did get a pit road penalty, but Richie looks like he got the waiver on though.
Okay, so
Oh
he
no,
probably stayed out.
no, I think maybe Richie did actually. Well, he is still showing 1 lap down. I almost wonder if he got a 2 lap. penalty because going through the grass, he did lose the field quite a bit, and then I'm sure he had to sit there on pit road for a little
Pace
bit.
car is off, though. We'll get this race restarted. Mason Hoffner leading them down. Nick Alford second. Green flag flies. And Hoffner gets a good launch off the corner. He's going to at least have a little bit of a gap going into turn one.
Yeah, that's the beauty of that first place spot, and starting in that restart zone.
Here comes Wyatt Hunley to take second. Moves up in front of Nick Alford. Going to take second solely. Get that run down the straightaway where they're going to go in the 30th Hoffner here to the outside in 3.
Yeah, this is the first time, too, Nick has really been in any dirty air. 22 to the lead, though.
Yep, here comes Wyatt Hunley to take the lead. The 22 taking the point here in that Valvoline Ford.
And they're just all kind of parting the sea here with the 30 in the middle, just trying to get around him. His car is you can see how unstable it is, though, over the bumps going in through 1 and 2.
Ben Tracy side by side with Victor Fluger there.
Yeah, Fluger up a few spots. Well, Richie, like I said, I was wondering if Richie actually went 2 laps down because he did get the wave around, or at least the lucky dog that was the last lap, or the last caution there. But he's still 1 lap down.
Here's Hollingsworth going for the lead under the 22 of Wyatt Hunley. He's caught him quick. He's going to pass him now.
Yeah, got by him pretty easy. Steven's got a good quick car. He's just going to have to keep it under him. I mean, we already saw him spin once, so he definitely does not want that to happen again. Just kind of waiting for Nick now to kind of go on the offensive here and start making some attacks.
Yeah, it's good rebound for 84 for sure. Good spin. He's gotten back to the front there, kind of a reset. Mack is up the track, like always, using that top lane. Back there behind him, they're 3 wide. They're almost 3 wide once again.
It's not as crazy as we saw a little while ago, but yeah, it's I don't know. Again, I always say this is kind of that point of the race where you just want to just log some laps, chill out a little bit. You at least got 1 more, possibly 2 more stops. You definitely don't want to be the caution or be in the caution. So just got to calm down a little bit.
Brian Bliss using the tops. Oh, the 51 up into the 6. 51 goes spinning to the inside. David Duran sliding sideways through the grass. Does he keep it off the track? So far, so good.
Yeah. Oh man, our pole sitter.
Yeah.
Having a rough night.
He did. Yeah, he kind of looked like he got tight off the corner there and just slid up into the 6 as we saw him coming off the corner. Car just took off and he slides through the grass.
Yeah, James, I don't know if James in the 6 actually even noticed that he was down there, but yeah, definitely he got a little too tight there coming out of 4. Wow. All right, Nick Alford did get around Wyatt Hunley.
Got a big battle here behind him as well. Fluger, Ben Tracy, Joshua Gaiman.
Yeah, there's going to be a good battle on for second right now. There's a lot of good cars right there.
Ooh, Gaiman into the wall.
All wonky. Which is something we've seen once or twice before, but didn't really slow him down because now he's kind of hit that pack there. There's a little bit of a gap between that one little pack there, but they're starting to catch up. Oh man, the 33 to 57 had a little contact there. Or no, that's Gaiman.
That's Joshua Gaiman, yeah. 57 coming behind him there, that red and black car.
Oh, that's yeah.
3 wide. It's become commonplace. We've said that a lot here lately.
And
3 wide
Joshua's
again.
Joshua's not in a what did we say? Oh no, he does. He's got some chips and cars on that car this week.
That's right. He's here to.
His painter did him right this week.
Trying to beat the house.
That's right. Yeah. Syndicate. Yeah, that's about right.
Oh.
We got a yellow.
Caution has flown. For what? We do not know. Oh. Brian Bliss and James Torrey having
Oh,
a meeting here on the front stretch.
yeah, they sure did. Yeah, Brian's got major front nose damage. Yeah, so does James.
Well, let's go
Actually,
back and
looks
see
like
what
James
happened.
got a little loose there.
Let's go back and see what happens. Best one tire and auto carry instant replay. James gets loose right in front of Brian. Tries to save it. James tries to go up the track to stay out of the way because he knew it was slow, and unfortunately Brian was already up there.
Yeah, Brian kind of gave him a break there, but tapped the wall and just bounced it back right into James. They don't look like they got crazy amount of damage, but they do have definitely both have front nose and right front hand.
Yeah, 6 just snaps loose on exit there. 8 up in the wall trying to stay off of him. 6 just comes up the track. 6 is, like I said, once you have that slide like that, you know you're going to be slow, so you're trying to move up the track and out of the way, and unfortunately the heat was already there.
Well, we've seen so many times too, when you get loose like that, the thing wants to shoot right, but really he did the best thing, was just try to get the thing slowed down, so it kind of prevents that thing from slingshotting back to the right. Fortunately, yeah, Brian being there, Brian really didn't have many options, and again, not too bad. The good news, Richie Coy is getting his lap back, so I'm sure he'll be happy about that. And Mason Hoffner is probably going to be pitting too and getting some four freshies.
We got a split decision kind of up front. Hollingsworth comes back to pit road, brings some other guys with him, Jonathan Atkins, Tim Wortman Jr. And Wortman was run towards the top, or towards the front there early on. You got Alexander Hodge hitting pit road with Jeff Chandler. Lewis Meglin again. It's about a 50-50 split with some of these guys coming to pit road.
Yeah, Wortman's in as well. I'm kind of going through the field here. Yeah, Hodge is in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that might be the best. I mean, we only had the caution, 15 laps ago, so some of these guys are maybe burning up a few sets a little early. I mean, we still got 167 laps in this race, so it's not your 134. It's a little bit longer of a race. You definitely want to maybe save a set here and there. I know they're running out, some of these guys.
We have 112 laps left, and yeah, I guess they're planning on or hoping for a longer run here to use these new tires. If we get a long run here, they are going to be in pretty good shape. They will be able to make up some spots here.
Well, I think too. I mean, you said 110, 112 laps, and what'd you say the fuel mileage is 55? So this does kind of put them into a one-stop,
a possible one-stop. Yep.
Scenario for some of those guys that did just pit and top off. So, I mean, it's a long run though on your tires. I mean, 55 lap runs. If we do stay green, I mean, you always got to keep in the back of your mind that there is a potential we could stay green.
We could. I mean, we've seen some hair-raising moves. They've worked out so far. We've only had some minor issues. But you got to think, as the laps click off, you start seeing guys get a little more desperate and making those moves a little bit more treacherous.
Well, truck race, we had a few cautions early on. We went green for even green flag pit stops, and then all the mayhem kind of happened towards the end of the race, last 10 laps or so. That's when we were seeing caution after caution, but you still got to keep that in mind that the green can happen. You definitely don't want to fold and take your cards off the table.
Got Doyle Lawrence out there in the chat saying good luck, Jeff Chandler. Jeff's currently running 18th, looking good. Just got to take care of that car and make it to the end, which is what he's focused on. And it's what he's doing. Right now, though, it's Nick Alford up front. Victor Pfluger now worked his way into P2. Joshua Gaiman, Brandon Fetterplace, Wyatt Hunley, your top 5, waiting for the green flag to fly. Alfred gets a good jump. Green flag flies, and we're off and racing once again. 110 laps left in the race.
Yeah, Fetterplace all over Pfluger there. Victor wasn't really going very good, and almost getting a little help from Brandon, but Brandon's like, I'm going low, and he's going to pass Victor.
Joshua Gaiman up to second. Now Brandon Feder plays Victor Fluger fighting for third. Feder place going to take it there as they head off in the 3.
Just kind of waiting to see some of these guys that did take tires. Hollingsworth restarted about 15 laps. He should be the first guy with the fresh tires back there. And he does have about 15 lap newer tires than some of the other group out there, or the guys that are up front right now.
Hollingsworth and Atkins right there, a couple of guys that took the tires. We'll keep an eye on them. In front there's Nick Alford. Now has Joshua Gaiman in second. Brandon Feder placed in third. Tyler Bowers now making an appearance here in fourth spot.
Yeah, a lot of these different strategies here. We're definitely seeing new faces and new places. I can't even say my normal line. Here comes Tyler, man, getting on the outside of Feder place. Making that run for third.
Third spot here. Bowers on the top side. And meanwhile, we got kind of a battle shaping up for the lead. I thought Gaiman was going to look underneath him. Nick Alford holds him off on that outside lane, keeping that momentum up.
There's that hesitation. Tyler, I almost was going to maybe take second from him there.
Fluger
Tyler's running really strong on that outside.
Kind of lost out on that restart there. You got Brian Dixon on the inside of him for 7th and 8th.
Yeah, he's fell back quite a bit, Victor. Down to 8th. I mean, again, he didn't take tires, but you think maybe some of these guys are out there maybe just doing a little bit of a save?
I don't know.
You never know.
Is that Ben Tracy? Brandon Feder place, trying to get around. Now you got a battle for second. Tyler Bowers, Joshua Gaiman. Here comes Bowers on that top side.
He's been making the outside work really good now. And really, Nick really hasn't gotten away from the field right now either, which is kind of surprising. Usually that front car is going to really get that advantage, but that has not happened this restart.
Big run on the top for the 94 of Bowers. He pulls even, now pulls ahead of Joshua Gaiman in the 61 on the bottom. Getting that draft down the backstretch, Tony. You want to be in that outside lane. The car in front of you kind of pulls you along. Oh, 33 high off the corner. Hangs on to it. And here comes Brian Dixon and the 22 Wyatt Hunley to swamp the 33 there. Actually, Hunley backs off, but the 03 of Dixon trying to take that spot away from the 33 of Ben Tracy.
I'm watching that Folgers car in the 84. He's already back into the top 10. He's sitting 9th right now, so he's definitely on the move. Again, first car out there with the freshest tires, and he just really doesn't have any place to go right now.
94 in the wall, but we got a battle for the lead. Here comes the 61 of Gaiman to the inside.
He's definitely trying to get this pass down on the low side. Car looks pretty good there on that low bumpy line.
Trying to hook the bottom, but that momentum at the top is going to pull Nick Alford ahead and out in front.
Hollingsworth 3 wide with the 22 and the 21. He gets by the 21. He's stuck at a Dunkin' Donuts wall right now, though.
Ooh, that was close with Cameron King and Victor Fluger back there.
Yeah, I'm watching Jonathan Atkins, too, kind of just babying that outside line. He's really not on the attack as much, but he's definitely still bringing up some spots here, working that outside line. Playing it safe, though.
Back there. We get a battle for the lead, though. Joshua Gaiman underneath Nick Alford, kind of push him up the track through 3 and 4. Here comes Feder place is
right there.
Teammate, yeah, he's going to try to help him along here on the top. Is he? No,
he's going to help him or he's going to pass him. Yeah.
Maybe he's sitting
back
there.
Let me help you. I'm just going to get out of your way and just let me pass you.
He might be sitting back there saying, "You guys run side by side, burn those tires up."
All right, Hollingsworth. I'm still got an eye on that 84. He's getting by the 33 of Ben Tracy right now. He's got a little bit of clean air till he hits Brian Dixon in the 5th. So Hollingsworth with the fresh tires still on the move.
And we still side by side up front for the lead. Joshua Gaiman underneath Nick Alford still side by side.
Well, a guy like Hollingsworth right now, this is what he wants to see. Because, you know, the lead up front, when they're battling side by side like that, it's choked up the entire pack. And they're not going anywhere. And he's just got the fresh tires. We've already seen he's got a fast car as well. I mean, he's going to eventually have this lead here if he can stay green.
They're all single file now up front. First 6. Here comes Hollingsworth to the inside of the 03 of Dixon. Let's go take over that 5th spot.
Gets by pretty clean. Yeah, Steven's just got to be a little methodical going through the field there. He's already been doing a pretty good job going through it, but now he's just got to continue that.
3 different lanes, for our top 3 drivers.
Well, 4 if you consider, Tyler Bowers. Tyler was running the very, very top side in kind of the clean air run there. Another 5 laps, though. Hollingsworth is going to be right in the mix of these top 4 here.
How much stock do you have in Hollingsworth? How much Hollingsworth stock do you have?
He's got tires right now, and he's got a quick car. If he could keep it smooth and clean, I have a lot of stock in him, to be quite honest with you. I think he's in the category as we are right now.
Here goes the 34 Fetter place underneath Joshua Gaiman for second. Josh, did he burn his tires up trying to fight with the 98?
He may have.
He's going to fight him off on the outside. They'll get a run off the corner, maintain second spot.
Yeah, just the more that they're running 2x2 up front, and it's just going to benefit the 84 there in the end.
I tell you what,
that was low.
That was a really good run off the corner. Here comes Gaiman to the inside, 61 to the bottom into turn 1. He's going to try to run up the track.
He's clear, not by much. I mean, definitely don't move up.
Here comes Nick Alfred back to the outside. Leaves room for him.
Wow. Good racing, though. Oh, Gaiman gets loose.
Oh, Joshua Gaiman loose off the corner, spins through the grass. Does he stay off the track? He's straight on the track again. No caution.
Yeah, he did not even dip into he was able just to keep it in the grass and not get into the pit lane, so that worked out. I mean, not how he wanted, but it could have been a lot worse.
Just pushing that little too much, and it'll come right around on you. We've seen a couple guys do that already tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's, I heard people in practice, too, complaining the car was a little bit loose here and tight here, and, the bumps and all, the old surface. It's a tricky beast here in this car.
The issues with being 1 and 2 with the bumpy surface, I think 3 and 4 lulls you into a sense of security, and then tricks you coming off the corner sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely playing mind games for some of these guys, especially if your car's already on the ragged edge. It's not going to be cooperative. Kind of looking a little bit back, we got a kind of a two-way battle. 22 and 33 right now. They're fighting for 6th place. Wyatt looks like he might be able to edge this out, but Ben Tracy's got that outside line, though, kind of sewed up. And then right behind him, you got what? You got the... Is that Federer? Or no, it's
Jonathan on the bottom, Cameron King on the top.
Cameron King, there it is. Wyatt does eventually get by Ben Tracy there. I believe Ben kind of got a little too tight off the wall. Ben is running that really, really tall line as well. Man, Cameron.
Hollingsworth right on the side of Tyler Bowers. They touch going down the backstretch. Tyler Bowers trying to hang tough on the outside.
Yeah, definitely got the run there.
3 wide back there behind him. Tim Wortman, Cameron King, and Jonathan Atkins. Atkins bows out of that, and Cameron King and Wortman are still side by side. Now Wortman's going to take that officially in 8th spot.
Yeah, there's a lot of action going on all over this pitch. And a big gaggle of cars even behind him.
Tell you what, Brian Dixon's closed up on this duo of Wyatt Hunley and Stephen Hollingsworth. Stephen Hollingsworth and Tyler Bowers.
Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised with Stephen. I just, I almost wonder maybe did he burn up his stuff a little bit too early there trying to barrel through the field here. But
well, we saw the same thing with the 33.
Yeah, he got a little stagnant.
He had speed early, and then it just kind of petered out there towards the end of the stage. He wasn't able to make a move on the 98. Actually had his hands full with the 22 of Hunley.
Yeah, I believe, Hunley has got set of fresher tires. He might be the second guy in line there with the fresher set.
Back here, the 33 Tracy, Cameron King, Jonathan Atkins, David Durand right there behind him as well.
Well, I had to go back to our fellow broadcaster, Richie Coy, in the 19. He's sitting 17th right now. He's right behind Ryan Huff. Unfortunately, he was so far back in the pack after that wave around. He's just struggling, and they're really nowhere near in a draft position right now to kind of make up.
You gotta remember, he took a set of tires trying to burn through the field for stage points, and he spun on that set. So not only is he down a set of tires, he ruined that set of tires as well. So we had to come get some others.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3 wide. Oh, this is tricky. Oh, 33-57. They're trying to go 4 wide here.
I don't know if that's going to work. Somebody's going to have to lift. But yeah, that is really this is the gaggle. This is the tough race right now. Wow.
David Durand or Pulsett are right there with him as well. The 33 of Tracy, 92, Cameron King, Lane Allen back there behind him, 57, yeah. Atkins up to the track.
Yeah, Durand we saw spin earlier too, so he's actually having a little bit of a rebound now. He's knocked his way back in. He's 9th right now, so he's back in the top 10.
And Tracy really close to her off turn 2.
14 and 21 touched a little bit there. They were going 3 wide around Ben Tracy.
Important funny coincidence too, the 33 and the 50. The 33 and the 53. Not teammates, don't really know each other. They are both of them are police officers. So
that's right. Yeah.
We don't want to see blue on blue violence here, guys, so take it easy. Meanwhile, up front, Nick Alfred's pulled away a little bit with Brandon Fetterplace in tow. Those two kind of pulled away from Tyler Bowers in 3rd. Hollingsworth in 4th. Hollingsworth still trying to find a way around that 94. He cannot do it. It's like you said, Tony, it looks like his tires have kind of equalized here, and that push to the front's kind of stabilized right now.
I mean, yeah, he had a 15 lap advantage when he went to go pit, but maybe barreling through the field definitely wore them down just enough because I mean, if you look at our leaders too, I mean, Nick Alfred, I mean, I'm not going to even say the leader, I'm going to say the leaders because their teammates, they have pulled off a 1.6 gap to Tyler Bowers sitting in 3rd right now. So the 2 of the teammates up front, they got that car locked down. It's just going to be a question of who's going to let who by because, if you look at it too, all 3 of with Richie Coy as well, the 2 leaders with Richie Coy, those are top 3 at points right now. So these guys got this thing sewed up right now.
Riding on board with the 03 with Brian Dixon, currently in 5th spot. He's a former teammate of the 2 that are running up front. I'm sure they've got some sort of an alliance going on as well, but he's moved over to Chevy from Toyota. Hooked up with Jace Motorsports, having a good run in 5th spot. Great run for him so far tonight.
Yeah, Brian for sure is definitely doing a great job tonight. Started 14th. One of our hard chargers, maybe not the hard charger, but definitely looking really good right now. The question is, when are we gonna pit? So you were saying, what was I saying? Maybe like lap 110, maybe to lap 115. If some of these guys are gonna be able to make it in one stop, if they're gonna let their tank dry.
55 laps is, we got it close. Cameron King and the side of Alexander Hodge down the front stretch, but they keep it straight. That was a tense moment right there. Here comes Hodge around David Durand. Hodge sporting a new paint scheme, red and white car. I like it this season.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, for sure. And I'm just kind of going through the field, and everybody's kind of single filed out right now. I mean, all the action that we seen earlier is really kind of flattened out.
There's 53 Hodge, RFH Racing. Missing Fitzpatrick Jr. tonight, but we got Senior there in the 12, running in 21st as well as his teammate.
Yeah, seniors had kind of an uneventful night now too. Actually, doing pretty good, sitting right in front of Jeff Chandler right now. They're kind of on their own little island though, not really bothering anybody.
Good about Lewis Macklin back here. Ben Tracy. Ben's really slid back here. He's back in the 17th spot. Sliding back right now. 43 of Lewis
Ben
Macklin.
was one of the guys that did.
Of Mason Hoffner as well.
Ben actually, he was one of the guys that stayed out. And again, too, I mean, yeah, we have two sets of guys. I mean, we had guys that maybe can make it on one stop, but some of the guys that did stay out, they're going to probably have to pit twice. So
yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some guys maybe start shooting into the pits here with another 10 laps. Ben Tracy maybe being one of them, and possibly our leaders as well.
Nick's kind of stretched it out a little bit on Brandon Fetterplace. About 0.6 of a second. You got Tyler Bowers in third. Hollingsworth in tow.
Well, let's see. They pitted on the stage, so that would have been lap 40. Say even 42 by the time they turned green.
42 for those guys. The first guy on new tires was Hollingsworth on 55. Everybody else in front of him, the top three are 42. Dixon lap 42. Wyatt Hunley lap 42. And then Cameron King and Victor Pfluger as well, 42. So,
yeah. So that would mean, probably another 5 laps we're going to be seeing. I mean, I can't imagine our leaders are going to be able to go more than 5 laps. The tank's got to be getting very, very vapory right now because there's not much liquid in it.
Yeah, 5 to 7 laps. I think it's probably stretching 7 laps from here.
Yeah, well, they did. Yeah, that's true because they did get the caution where they were able to save a little bit.
Still going to be way out of the window to make it to the end. So
absolutely, yeah,
could be interesting.
They just get by James Torrey, so James Torrey now is 1 lap down. We only got 2 cars lapped down right now. There's James Torrey and Brian Bliss. Alan Duranco, unfortunately, has parked it for the night. But still, 25 cars still on the lead lap. Joshua Gaiman actually being the last car in the lead lap. We saw him kind of go into the grass there at that spin, and he is just coming out of turn 2 right now with our leaders just exiting the trial. So Gaiman is in a position where he might be going a lap down as well.
Yeah,
keep that speed up.
Less than a lap, a little less than a half a lap between the leader and Gaiman. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just watching this pit road. Somebody's going to be coming soon, and I'm kind of surprised some of these guys too that did pit just on the stage. I'm surprised they're not trying to maybe split it up 3 ways. Well, they got to maximize these tires as well.
Yeah. So the interesting thing is you probably want to stretch as far as you can and hope for a caution. You could try to split it in thirds, but you're still going to lose out to the guys that pitted. So you're really racing the guys on your strategy, and if you feel that's just going to be the race it is, then yeah, why not split it up in equal thirds? But I think these guys are hoping that there's a caution that kind of equalizes things at some point.
And as they're spread out, I mean, we have seen some guys with some self spins, but I don't know. Everybody looks nobody's really fighting right now, so. The chance of us going yellow, I mean, it's not to say that it can't happen, but outlook is not looking very good right now. Although we know pit stops, especially green flag pit stops, could be a little treacherous. We've seen guys, botch just on entry and lose some spots as well, and even bring on a caution on an exit too. So.
And one thing to keep in mind too is Richie Coy actually pitted 1 lap before everybody else on that lap 40. He pitted on lap 41. He stayed out and took the waiver round, I think. So,
he actually got his lap back on lap 55, I believe. So he may have actually taken the gas. He might actually have like 1 lap more gas than everybody else.
No, he hit pit road a lap before everybody else. He did not pit on lap. He pitted on lap 41.
He didn't pit 55? I thought he did as well.
No.
When he got because that's when he got his lap finally back.
He might have been saving a set of tires. So.
Well, it's possible.
He didn't
True.
pit, so I don't know.
He's definitely not showing a lot of speed right now. Still kind of stuck in 17th.
These are the stories that these races tell as we go through them.
Yeah. Nick, though, showing that early dominance, man. He's got an 8/10 lead over his teammate right now in beautiful, clean air. Fetterplace's got a nice, solid second place as well. He's got a almost a what is that, 1.7 seconds to third place, Tyler Bowers. And then Stephen Hollingsworth sitting in fourth, though, just still kind of sitting in Tyler's shadow, but not really on an attack or anything. So yeah, definitely tires have kind of equalized. I'd imagine, though, Stevens probably going to eventually take over the lead because he's going to have a little bit more gas than the guys in front of him right now.
Well, Hollingsworth's actually the leader of the guys that maybe can stretch this one stop here at the end.
Right, exactly.
And if he realized that early enough, he could just be sitting back here saving anyway, just to make sure he can make that run. Because he knows he's not racing.
Right.
If it stays green, he's not racing his guys in front of him. His closest competition actually is right behind him now, Tim Wortman, who's all of a sudden passed Brian Dixon. He is on the charge.
He just hit lap 100. I'm kind of surprised Nick and even Better Place actually even have the gas that they have. They got to be coming in soon. But no, they're going to go one more circuit around here. Who's going to be the first taker? I guess that's it's going to be the who's going to crap out first, right?
I tell you what, Tyler Bowers is under fire once again from Stephen Hollingsworth.
Like Tyler even touched the wall a little bit there.
Yeah, there goes Hollingsworth underneath him. Oh, Tyler's going to fight back on the outside. Yeah, so did we just see somebody come to pit road? Must have been James Torrey who's sitting on pit road. Brian Bliss.
Yeah, Torrey did come in.
Tell you what, Warman's go. Here comes Jonathan Atkins too. All of a sudden, here's the 57 coming out of nowhere, using that top side. His car is woken up all of a sudden.
Yeah, I noticed his number kind of getting into that top 5 picture here, and yeah, he's gonna go by Wortman here. It looks like in about a lap. But man, yeah, you want to talk about a guy that has not stayed off the top lane tonight? That is Atkins all night.
Keeping it warm, keeping
That's
it clean.
right.
With the new marbles in iRacing, keeping that top side clean, keeping it open for options.
He doesn't want them to build up, so he's just doing everybody else out there a favor and just keeping it clean for him.
I tell you what,
Man,
he went right around Tim
yeah.
Wortman.
And he was fighting for 5th. He could be fighting for 3rd here in a second.
Got a rocket ship using that
Yeah.
top side.
Hollingsworth does get around Tyler Bowers. So yeah, Hollingsworth up to 3rd.
He's going to have an issue with Bowers here, though, because Bowers has been running his line. Well, maybe
Yeah.
not. Here he goes to the middle.
Looks like he's able to get a decent hook up there on exit.
Yeah.
Waiting to get that clear signal from the spotter.
Drives into
Clear
the corner,
now.
drives to the
There you
top,
go.
clears him. So actually, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Now he's staring at his competition, who's on the same strategy he is. Hollingsworth in 3rd right there. And now Jonathan Atkins up to 4th. But you're right, Atkins all of a sudden. Now here comes Hodge.
Yeah, Hodge is in
Ooh.
the picture now, yeah. He made a 3-wide move there and got by 2 cars at once.
Some of these guys got
Actually-
a really good long run car here. Some of these guys have really fallen off, but these other guys have shown up all of a sudden.
I'm not showing any favoritism with cars that begin with a 5. David Duran kind of poking his nose into the picture there. He's starting to kind of catch his field now.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently these tires are starting to, I guess the newer tires are starting to finally show up out here.
Or are these guys trying to slow down and stretch the fuel? Well, here you go, your battle for 3rd. Jonathan Atkins to the inside of Hollingsworth. That wasn't even a contest. Here goes the 57 around him.
They're passing the 33, so we must have missed our first taker on pit road. And
31.
it's Ben Tracy.
Yeah, 31 Chandler on pit road, Wayne Grossi on pit road, 61 Joshua Gaiman on pit road as well.
All right, yeah, so we're starting to see some stops. I'm hearing Tyler Bowers over the radio now too.
57 sliding off the corner. Is he going to keep it off the track? He's going to slide up the track. Is this going to trigger a caution? Oh, no, he gets hit.
18 doors him.
18, JP Burns. Caution is out.
Ouch.
Oh, man. 57 of Atkins having such a good run there late. Spins sideways and unfortunately right into the path of the 18. This is all while pit stops are happening. This is going to mix things up a little bit here too. Bowers is on pit road. So these guys have already made their stops.
And Alexander Hodge just missed hitting 57. Wow, that was close.
Let's go back and look and see what happened to the 57 of Atkins coming off the corner. We've seen it all night. It's tricky. Comes off the top, gets loose. You're right in front of the 53. That's a great move. Great miss by him.
Yeah.
Slides up the track, tries to get it, keep it rolling. Rolls up right in front of the 18 of JP Burns. Ugh.
Yeah, unfortunately, JP had nowhere to go. And I'd imagine JP is probably done after that. I mean, that was a hard hit to the front nose. Yeah, if that engine didn't pop, I don't know.
Let's right on board with the 18 of JP Burns here. 2, 3, and 4. I mean, it happened way in front of him here. He's going to come out of turn 4. Sees the car slide and slide and slide. And sees the smoke on the bottom, goes to the top. Unfortunately, that's right where the 57 was sitting. And, yeah, end of his night.
Well, JP was right behind Victor Pfluger too, so you probably didn't get a great visual of where exactly, Atkins was.
All right, it's going to bring our leaders down pit road.
Yeah, wow.
So 58 laps left. Ooh, it's going to be tight.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is it going to be tight? Because these guys went a lot longer than we thought. So I think everybody's going to be fine with fuel after the stop here. I mean, Alford and Fetter Place. I mean, they were pretty much dominating this field right now, and now they get to come in under yellow, and they can probably continue to dominate. I think they're going to be all pretty good here. It does hurt though, the Hollingsworths and the Hodges and some of those other guys that did take the tires already as well.
Well, Hollingsworth actually wins the race off pit road. Brandon Fetter placed in second, both beating Nick Alford off of pit road. Nick falls to third, Tim Wortman fourth, Alexander Hodge in fifth. But yeah, you're right. I mean, that's kind of messes up their strategy. Who's this? Well,
not to mention too, I'm looking at the lead right now. We've got Ben Tracy up front right now. Who else is up there with him? The 94 Tyler Bowers as well. I mean, some of these guys had pitted, and they don't have many laps on their new tires as well, but they didn't have to pit, so some of the guys that were leading. Oh no, Tyler's actually getting a wave around right now. Oh no, so is Ben Tracy. Well, actually, I'm completely wrong. A lot of guys are getting wave arounds right now.
All right, Tyler Bowers comes around the pace car. Got one coming off pit road. That's going to kind of mix things up. I got a feeling they're probably going to extend this here, trying to get everybody lined up. But
you're right, though. Yeah, Hollingsworth does command the race now, and I wonder if he just got out there earlier because he maybe just didn't need a full tank of gas.
I mean, possibly.
Possible, yeah. You can say, what do they say?
Much fuel, yeah.
Well, right. I mean, they say about every gallon is almost like a second on pit road. So, and usually filling up the tank actually takes a little bit longer than changing the tires.
All right. Well, it's going to be Hollingsworth and Fetter Place on the front row here. It's going to be 56 laps remaining around Las Vegas here when we get the green flag. And goes. He pulls off. Let's see what happens. 57 laps to end this one. Who's going to take home the jackpot? We'll see what happens here. Green flag flies. Hollingsworth away. Fetter place in second.
Yeah, Steven gets a great run. The thing with Steven right now is he doesn't have to go through traffic. He's already up in front. So we've seen him with a pretty fast car. We saw him stall out, though, that last round. He doesn't have to worry about it. You just got to be out there and just click off clean laps. Stay off the wall. Don't spin. See if you can stay up in front here.
Alfred takes second. Tim Wortman now trying to take third away from the 34 Fetter Place. Fetter Place fights back on the top there.
We got a 53-51 battle right behind him as well.
Yeah.
I think, the 51 maybe tapped the wall a hair there. Yeah, Fetter Place took a little dive down in front of Wortman there. He was able to get by him cleanly.
He's fighting his
all
teammate
over his
now.
teammate's bumper right now, yeah.
It was high, 25 low, or 84 low, 34 low.
Yeah, Hollingsworth is now playing a little bit of defense. Those cars behind him are pretty quick.
34 to the bottom, trying to look underneath the 98 of Alfred. He gets there. The 84 kind of threw a block there into the corner. Kind of put the dirty air on Alfred. Now they're side by side for second. The 98 of Alfred and 34 at Fetter Place.
Steven's fighting off a whole team right now. He's got to continue to look in the front mirror and don't worry about that rear view mirror right now.
Tried to get there, couldn't quite get to the quarter panel. It's going to slide up behind.
Couple of cars that snuck back up into the top 10 here. We got the Victor Fluger in the 21 and the 43. We haven't seen him up front at all tonight. He's sitting right behind him. 30, Mason Hoffer with that wild strategy earlier, and even Richie Coy on the rebound sitting in the top 10 right now. A couple of new faces back there.
A while back here. We always talk about how it is crazy in the mid-pack. Well, you see it back here.
Oh, yeah. Especially, too, I mean, I'm looking at Brian Dixon. We saw Brian Dixon running the top 5 for a lot of this race. He's stuck.
We got a wreck up front. Our leader's wreck. Brandon Fetter Place. I think Hollingsworth into the inside wall there off turn 2. Caution flies, and we got somebody else spinning down there as well. That's Nick Alfred. That's all 3 of our leaders.
Wow.
Of course, caution is out now as your leaders run into some issues here. Hollingsworth hitting pit road. It's like he is done for the night. Man.
Yeah, wow.
Let's go back and see what happened here. Best One Tire Nautic here, instant replay.
And that might have been a product of what we were talking about a little bit earlier with that arrow.
Oh, it was like Hollingsworth had an issue off the corner there. Don't know why there. There's our splash screen. All right, let's see what happens. Hollingsworth loose off the corner there. 34 gets into him. 98 T-bones him, unfortunately, and goes sliding on the inside. Let's see if we get a better view of that down the back stretch.
Fortunately, even Richie Coy got a piece of that 98 as well.
Big slide for the Fetter Place. I mean, for the Hollingsworth machine. And then we'll go back and see what happened to Nick Alfred. Tries to go down to miss him. T-bones to 84 up the track. Oh, into 19.
Yeah, I think Richie's got some pretty hard left front damage there too. He's pit.
I wonder what the 19 was doing so far down there. Let's see, coming off the corner. Sees the smoke up high, comes down to low. And unfortunately, Nick Alfred rejoining the track there. Big hit to the left front.
Yeah, after that hit, I mean, you could see Richie was having a hard time getting that thing under control. And I mean, it makes me wonder what kind of damage he's got there. Yeah, he cracked it hard. Man, this is a bad night for all three of our points leaders. I mean, that was all three right there in
Oh,
one incident.
that's a good point. I think Fetter Place got away with it with the least amount of damage,
Maybe,
but
yeah. But he's still pitted. So does he? I'm sure he probably used up a set of tires though as well, which is probably not a bad option.
the 19 Coy there, and he's trying to. Yeah, he's definitely got some wheel damage. Trying to hang on to it. That was wild. Let's do one more ride along with Brandon
Fetter
Fetter
Place only
Place.
took left sides there.
See the car will go in front of him. He gets in an 84. Won't be too bad for the Fetter Place, I don't think. We are 2x2
No,
though.
and he took lefts there as well.
Getting ready for a restart. Wortman now finds himself out front. Alexander Hodge in second. David Duran, your pole sitter, in third. Pfluger in fourth. Meglin in fifth. Got some new players up front.
We got new players all in the top 10. The only person that's been in the top 10 before was Joshua Gaiman. He's in 10th right now. Even Brian Bliss is up to 9th right now. So yeah, we've got a huge shakeup.
Yeah,
up
wasn't
front.
he just involved in a wreck?
I know, yeah. Unreal.
How fast things can change. Unfortunately, Richie Coy's still sitting in the pits. Stephen Hollingsworth in the pits as well. They may be done for the night.
Well, Richie's damage did look pretty bad. So, unfortunately, he's probably got way more damage than we can think of.
And that's your points leader. Of course, Nick Alford back there with damage as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only saving grace. I mean, Fetter Place is up to Fetter Place now to maybe take over this point lead.
All right, into the restart zone. Wortman leads them down. Green flag flies. Wortman and Hodge on the front row. Hodge actually gets a pretty good jump with Wortman there.
Yeah, nobody behind him did, but Alexander did a really great job. He's kind of matching that energy up front. Well, here comes David Duran. We saw him. I mean, he had a fast car in Q. And he's trying to get back up front. I mean, what a rebound for him tonight.
Yeah, Duran to the inside there.
That's right.
He did say double D, didn't he?
Double D, that's right, yeah. And they got a song about Rio, but we're not Rio. Although they do have a hotel called the Rio out here in Las Vegas. Is there a coincidence? I don't know.
Here comes Pfluger on the inside of Hodge. Battle for third. They're all packed
they're
up
three
pretty
wide.
tight.
Hunley came in and Brian Bliss.
Oh, the 22 up the track.
61, yeah.
Up the track. Still up the track. Still against each other. Oh, and he comes off the corner. And they spin. Who was that?
Brian Dixon. There was Dixon on the bottom. Oh. Unfortunately, just an innocent bystander down there.
Caution does fly once again.
Oh, man.
Let's go back and look, because that unfortunately Dixon was an innocent bystander there with whatever happened with the 22 and the 61 there.
Yeah, and he was staying low. He saw what was going on in front of him and stayed low, and unfortunately they both kind of came down into him. What does that one driver say? Usually when the wreck happens, the person who causes the wreck isn't in the wreck.
Yeah. I'm not sure what got the 22 up the track into the 61 there. I'm going to back it up and see if they had issues before that going in the corner. No, I mean, they were side by side coming out of the corner.
It was tight racing up there. Yeah, they both just ran out of space. They both wanted to be a certain place, and they couldn't both occupy that.
Like 22 got tight, just continued to get tight and push the 61 to the wall. Unfortunately, coming off the corner, they bounce off the wall there and then shoot down the track into the 03.
Well, we know from experience too, when sometimes the cars just stick together, and it's hard to get off of the other car for whatever reason, net code or just it is a simulation based on a computer, so and internet connections and all that weirdness, and they obviously they couldn't separate. Got to keep them unseparated.
Yeah, got to keep them separated. or else things like this happen. And I'm sure the '03 of Dixon is not going to be too pleased when he gets back and sees what led to that and
Yeah.
how that was that was avoidable, and he paid the price for it.
Yeah. I mean, well, I guarantee he was seeing when it was happening in front of him and just wasn't expecting that outcome. Fortunately, though, I don't think he's got a whole lot of damage.
I don't know, he hit the outside pretty good with the front, so hopefully he'll get that buffed out.
He's back in the pit lane. It looks like Nick Alford's back in the pit lane, probably getting a little bit more things fixed in Cameron King as well.
Going to help him.
Yeah, unfortunately, Richie Coy's still in the pits, 5 laps down. So I'm assuming he might be done, or he might still try to get 1 or 2 points after that thing gets fixed up. The caution will probably help him at least maybe get a little bit more repaired here. But going back up front, we got Tim Wortman and David Duran on the front row. And, man, Duran's had a hell of a night tonight. Starting on the pole all the way, I mean, spinning in the grass, shuffled all the way to the back of the field. And he might be fighting for the lead here. We know he's got a quick car in that retro Pepsi job there he's got, which that's a fun paint job.
It's been a rough night for their leaders, for sure.
We got another, leaders curse race, right?
Yeah. Top 9, all Chevrolets as well. Chevrolet dominance here tonight so far. Derek Cat cracking the top 10. That didn't sound right, but I guess it is. In 8th spot in the 29. It's one of those things you say, it's like, I don't know, is that right?
Yeah. Well, we are in Vegas. And what do they say in Vegas? The house always wins.
So, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I got a feeling, though, some of these feelings are going to carry on from this race. The pace car is off, though. We're going to get a restart. Tim Wortman leading them down. Green flag flies. 42 laps to go.
They scatter. I thought I saw a little scatter right now. I'm watching that 61, though. He was kind of leaning on the 8 there. Definitely, he wants to go, but he's got no place to go.
Down back here as well, between Joshua Gaiman and Wyatt Hunley. They are back together again.
Bring up that caution. They obviously didn't hurt too much. Oh, we're 3 wide here.
3 wide.
Bliss on the inside.
Brian Bliss. Oh, trying to
Mason
go 4
Hoffner.
wide. Oh, big wiggle up top. That's a lot. Oh, we got a car in the wall.
Gaiman.
Joshua Gaiman in the wall. We got a car spinning down the backstretch. Derek Cat down the backstretch. Caution now flies.
Man, another caution. This is, man, I hope we don't see a replay of what we saw on Wednesday with some of these late race cautions here.
I'll tell you what, I wonder if Joshua Gaiman had more damage than he expected going into the corner, like he got loose up top and wasn't able to hang on to it. I just wonder if that damage affected him more than he expected there.
Either that or maybe marbles. Yeah, because he had a long drift going into turn 1 there, into turn 2, and it finally just snapped and hooked right into the wall.
So he goes in the corner, goes to the very top, trying to stay in it. A lot going on underneath him, but nothing affecting him. He gets loose, slams the wall. And I don't believe this is what brought the caution out.
Yeah, there was a Derek Cat and Lane Allen actually made a little contact there. Just again, both going in the same spot. Derek probably could have been a little bit higher up on the track there. Lane was kind of low.
Let's see this once again coming off the corner. You're right. We're right on board with the 14, see what he saw, but yeah, the 30 stayed low off the corner. I think the 14 expected him to go up towards the top.
Yeah, I mean, Derek definitely he cut it down a little bit lower than probably we anticipated.
Just back it up here.
And when you're the 14 too, it's if you already got that trajectory set, I mean, it's hard to get that thing to pull down even further.
I think the 29 thought that the 61 was above him, but the 61 had already taken care of himself there. wasn't there, but he was trying to give room, but he's staying way low off the corner. I don't think Lane expected him to go up the track there. Just a miscommunication. That happens.
Yep. And actually, it didn't look like either one of them got too much damage. Derek actually, the left rear actually just tapped the wall a little bit. Lane didn't look like, I mean, he obviously had the car contact, but not too bad. And Derek just barely touched the wall. So I'm sure neither one of them's got too much damage, but definitely hurt the tires of Derek because he slid for a while.
Well, through all that, David Duran did take the lead over Tim Wortman. He scored as the leader at the time of caution. Wortman in second, Hodge in third. Great run for Hodge so far tonight. He's been strong all night tonight and finds himself here in third. Fourth spot for Victor Pfluger. We haven't talked much about Victor, but he's just been quietly marching his way towards the front. Currently in fourth spot. And in fifth spot for Lewis Meglin. Where did he come from, Meglin? Running in fifth spot.
He's been in the top 10 for a little while, but yeah, definitely having a great night tonight as well.
Right behind him, Ryan Huff. Good run for him. You know, he's having fun. And then
and even Brian. Do you think Brian's having a little bit of fun tonight?
It's been an up and down night for him for sure. I think he's even been a lap down at one point, come back. He's now in eighth spot. Got Tyler Bowers, Wyatt Hunley right behind him. Wyatt with that contact with the 61 drew the caution before this one. Some storylines are being made out here tonight.
Well, I'm looking at all the heavy hitters down there in Fury Motorsports chat, and Brian Bliss right now. He's the leader of the group down there.
Yeah, you got Ben Tracy back there. He's fallen to 15th. Brandon Fetter placed back there in 13th. Which, of course, he's out of the race.
Yeah, he's still on pit road.
Charging through. He's in 16th. We'll see what happens here. Getting down to it. It's going to be 38 laps remaining when these guys take the green flag and hit the line.
That's still quite a bit of laps. And, I'm curious to know how many guys actually maybe even have another set of tires still sitting, waiting for them.
All right. Pace car's off. Duran leading them down. He fires off. Green flag flies once again.
Yeah, got a great launch.
Well, here goes
Showing
Ryan
what he
Huff.
did in Q.
Ryan Huff to the top, three wide.
Meglin on the bottom, man. Meglin making a move, going for third right now with Wortman.
You got Brian Bliss on the bottom, trying to take advantage of all this.
Almost four wide behind.
Who's that trying to make it four wide? That's Tyler Bowers?
Yeah.
Three wide behind him as well. The 22 on the top.
Wide.
Oh, contact. Oh, there they go. Contact. Wyatt Huntley around.
Man. Yeah, Wayne, Hunley, the 30 of Mason Hoffner.
And the caution flies once again.
Wow. And it looks like was that Cameron King that kind of got caught up in that? Man, Brandon Fetterplace made a great move, though. Just missed everybody.
Come on, guys. Let's get it together out there.
Well, it's starting to look like what we saw on Wednesday. Yeah, it's
beginning to look a lot like Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, Wednesday we had a great race until it wasn't a great race. So, yeah.
Let's look at our best one tire at all the carriers to replay. 3 wide off the corner, the 30 in the middle, the 7 on the top, 22 on the 22 on the top, 7 on the bottom. 3 into 1 does not go.
Yeah, they kind of squeezed Mason. 22 really, Wyatt really didn't have any place to go. The 7 was kind of coming up the track, and unfortunately the 30 was just the meat in that sandwich.
Coming off the corner, 30 goes up the track. Yeah, 22 had nowhere to go. 22 in the wall after the 30 contact. 30 comes down, gets the 7, and then they just create this wedge in front of him. And you're right. Is that Cameron King gets caught up in that a little bit as well?
Yeah.
But yeah, the 30 just ran out of room there on the exit of the corner up into the 22, and it was on from there.
Man, good eyes to the 12 Fitzpatrick Sr. there. He just missed getting collected in that.
Let's ride on board with him then.
Yeah.
Well, Fitzpatrick Sr. here coming off the corner. Smoke, wall, smoke. Oh, picks right. Leaves room on the bottom too. Great move.
Yeah, great move.
Through the corner, through the through the accident, but not just completely change lanes. You see a lot of people sometimes they'll panic and they'll just cut across the track, and if a car's there, that's not going to work out. But that was a good move. Let's ride aboard with the 30.
And that's hard to do too, especially in a split-second decision like that. And you really got to just kind of be aware of what's happening around you and make those moves. And a lot of it's too. It's you're praying a little bit. You're saying a little prayer.
Mm-hmm. I think the 22 is probably saying a little prayer about hey, is this over yet?
Yeah, he's been involved in a couple of things tonight.
Unfortunately, like you said, Cameron King getting a piece of that in the 92, but he continues on. So that incident involving Cameron King, Wayne Grassi, Mason Hoffner, and Wyatt Hunley.
Well, we've got a little bit of shakeup up front here. I mean, our leaders are still the same. David Duran, Alexander Hodge first, second. Tim Wortman Jr., Lewis Meglin up to fourth. We saw him make that pass earlier on. He'll be on the outside line. Then you got Ryan Huff and Brian Bliss in fifth and sixth. Victor Fluger, Tyler Bauer, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Better place though, trying to make that rebound. He's up to ninth with Ben Tracy again, another rebound here. Kind of worked his way back in the top 10 as well. So a couple of guys making some last-minute runs here to try and get back up in the field.
Let's try on board with better place before we get here. Watching this battle, this happened right in front of him. He's able to scoop by both. That's 3 for 1 right there.
That's right. Yeah,
that's the easy passes you like to make.
Prayer answered when he got through that.
Yeah, you're right. He's currently in ninth, so he's going to be a player here. He's got a fast car. He's just got to get through traffic.
Well, yeah, with Richie Coy kind of being out of the race right now, Nick Elford's still stuck in 15th. He's definitely looking at a good points night tonight.
And all these other guys
cannot get further up.
I mean, you got Tim Wortman in the battle there as well. He's looking for a good points night. If he can gain some points on these guys tonight, he'll be in the contention as well. So wants to have a good solid night. They keep this in mind too. You don't have to win the race, but don't wreck out. So the pace car is going to pull off. David Duran going to lead them down to the green flag. Green flag flies once again, and they wiggle a little bit, but they get off the line.
Well, yeah, a little bit of wiggling. I mean, they got a little bit of old tires on them. And again, I'm curious to know who's actually still maybe has a set in there. And if we do get under caution, are we going to see a busy pit road? Right now, though, David Duran, I'm sure he's thinking, I don't want to see any more cautions. I started this race first, and I want to finish this race first. And I've got a nice lead right now. Here comes Wortman. Wortman kind of took over that second spot right now.
53 of Hodge in second. Battle for third, or battle for fourth is on between Meglin and Ryan Huff.
Yeah, they're for a minute there, I thought Hodge had a little bit of a run there once the car kind of got up to speed.
Still side by side for fourth. Huff, Meglin.
Yeah.
You got Victor Fluger right there behind him as well. Brian Bliss in the mix. Brian Bliss up the track.
Might have a little too wide action going on.
Bliss in the wall.
Bauer's behind him with better place all the way on the low side.
Ooh, little contact.
Tyler, yeah.
Between 94 and the 34 there. I think they're teammates.
Yeah, a little.
Oh! Turns Brian Bliss off the corner. Caution is out.
Katz gets involved. Katz hits, kind of finishes off Brian there. Wow.
I think he stayed off the wall there.
He did, yeah.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. A couple of 360s down the back stretch and stays off the wall and keeps it going. But yeah, that was a violent turn off the corner there.
Yeah, fortunately, he might have some right front damage just because of how Cat hit him. Cat again, he just was in the last incident.
All right, let's see if we can see what happened here coming off the corner. Let's see watch Brian Bliss here. Coming off the corner.
Brian did a great job saving off that inside
34.
wall. Wow.
That was the 94 that got into him.
Yeah.
That wasn't Derek Cat. It was
Tyler
Tyler Bowers.
Derek got him after fact. Derek had really nowhere to go while Brian was doing one of his pirouettes.
Yeah, 94
Derek kind of came in there.
Up the track into 8. 94, see what happens.
Oh, it's a rough night. And yet, another caution.
Just drifted up the track into the 8 there, off the corner. You said Derek Cat got a piece of it. Let's ride on board with Cat. It's right in front of him.
Yeah, as Brian was spinning, he kind of got right into his left front there, right front. Then it looks like, yeah, Derek kind of shot right up into the wall, so he might have a lot more damage than he did before.
Let's ride on board Brian Bliss. Do a couple 360s here.
Yeah, you might get dizzy, so we're warning you on screen.
There's one. There's 2. So it's only 2.
Yeah, not bad.
But he does keep it off the wall. It's really good.
He did a great job keeping it off the wall.
He's going to be disappointed though because he's running the top 10.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's still kind of, I think he's still kind of up there leading the, well, maybe not. Ben Tracy, I think, has kind of got the group now out there in the Fury chat.
You got Lane Allen in top 10.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lane's right behind Ben right now as well.
Right behind Ben.
Oh, no. Well, in the score, well, my scoreboard says he is, but yeah, on track, he's definitely not. Yeah, no, Ben, I wonder if Ben actually pitted that last time around.
14th. Lane is in 10th. I tell you what,
Yeah,
Nick
okay.
Alford. Nick Alford's up to 9th.
Okay.
He'll line up right behind his teammate in 7th, better place.
Well, Ben actually did take tires that round, so that's why my scoring was all messed up, and that's why he's behind a little further back than what I thought. So actually, Ben, right now, I believe, has got the freshest tires. He's the first guy out with the freshest tires. Sitting in 14th right now.
Looking up front, you got Warrior Racing, the 83 of Tim Wortman, running in 2nd. He's got a teammate right behind him, the 93 of Ryan Huff, running in 4th. This guy's having a banner night tonight for the team, doing a really good job running towards the front.
Yeah, they both got some pretty quick cars here late in the race here, so let's see what they can do. I don't know. David Duran, though, is looking pretty strong out front. I mean, he was able to kind of get a decent, he gets a good launch and is able to stay out front a little bit.
Speed Demon Esports, the 51. And behind him is the 53 for RFH Racing, Alexander Hodge. You got Lewis Meglin in 3rd, Meglin Racing. Single car operation for the 43. Doing a great job out there tonight right now in the top 5. Getting ready for a restart. It's going to be 28 laps remaining here at Vegas as the pace car peels off. Going to be David Duran leading the race. The 83 of Tim Wortman in 2nd as they come into the restart zone. Green flag flies, and we are off once again. But for how
David
long, Tony?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's only been, what, 2-3 laps, and we've been having issues.
The battle is for 2nd on back. That's what we're watching here through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, they snake down the backstretch.
David had such a good launch, and he's just looking in his mirror, watching all the mayhem happen behind him. 34 and 98. A couple guys tapping the wall. 21 and the 45 both.
Big hits back there off turn 4.
Actually, the 45 of Julio Villalobos. I was going to say Vilio Hulalobos, but that's wrong. He's the first time in his top 10 tonight.
That'd be even harder to say that.
It was, yeah. That's why I realized I screwed up, and I got to say it right.
Looks like he's got some danger. 23 up the track. Lewis Meglin up the track in 3 and 4. It's going to open the door for Victor Fluger. There's the 98.
Got by them all as well. So yeah, Fetterplace up to 4th, working on 3rd right now. And yeah, here comes Nick.
Nick Alford right there behind him trying to rebound here. This is, if you're sitting in the garage in that number 19 car, this is what you don't want to see. Is this guy's rebounding to the top. Going to take a big chunk of points out.
I was just thinking about our fellow broadcasters. Exactly what you don't want to see right now. These guys rebound. They're going, and they got a lot of time though, still to even capitalize on a few more spots here.
Some of these guys rebound off the wall.
Well, we've been seeing a little bit of that as well. And the 98 had a little bump there with the 21.
Fluger going to the bottom underneath the 34 Fetter Place, or his Fetter Place going around, and he's going to hold on to that position. So Fetter Place is in fourth, Fluger in fifth, Nick Alford in sixth.
Unfortunately, Victor's been having a rough couple of weeks here at FTSR, especially Truck Series. Last week in the Cup Series have been banged around. Always showing up with a great fast car as well, and he's looking pretty good tonight. He just needs a little bit of luck.
He's following that 34. I tell you what, if you want to follow somebody, follow that 34. He's just gotten by Contender Hodge for third. Oh, Hodge in the wall, side by side with Victor Fluger off turn 4.
I think they even made a little bit of contact. I mean, yeah, Victor's just been getting, he got a little tap from the 98, a little tap now from the 53. He's just like, I would just want to get away from you guys.
34 doing a great job rebounding. He pulls to the back bumper of Tim Wharton.
Yeah, he's definitely got enough speed right now to catch Wharton. I don't know about Duran, though. I mean, Duran's got a really good, he's got a 7/10 lead right now.
3 in the wall again off turn 4. Pretty hard hit once again. He's got to be taking some damage doing that.
Yeah.
Here comes Cameron King. He was just involved in a wreck. Here he comes rebounding back towards the front.
There's just so many people that, yeah. It's like, where the hell did half these guys come from?
If you're in it, you can still win it.
I had to go back and take a look at 33 because he's one guy that's got some fresh tires compared to the rest of the group here. And he's still just trying to get through the field here, but he's up to 15th. They're actually up to 14th right now. Just got by Lewis Meglin, who's unfortunately has fallen off quite a bit.
Wyatt Hunley right in front of him. Ryan Huff falling back a little bit as well, unfortunately, through that shuffle and restart. Tell you what, David Duran's got a nice little lead, but behind him, things are starting to pick up a little bit. Brandon Fetterplace under pressure from Victor Fluger in the 21.
Yeah, Victor, he just doesn't want to be next to anybody right now. He just wants to kind of, he'd rather just keep going forward without having little incidents. But man, he's in the meat of a sandwich right now between teammates.
Yeah, you've seen 98 Alfred trying to use that top side, but as soon as that car pulls up in front of him, he loses the front end.
All this though, David Duran.
98 Alfred in the wall just a little bit.
David Duran's starting to actually lose that lead a little bit. He's down to 6/10. He's starting to kind of close in on him a little bit.
Yeah, Wortman's kind of stayed clear of this battle back here behind him. So far, he's had a little space back there to Fetter Place, to Fluger, and Nick Alford.
And Tim's just been a good solid. I mean, we even saw him last season too, where he's just been just calm, smooth.
Issue for the
week
94.
in, week out. He's a point racer.
Issue for the 94 there of Tyler Bowers. Let's go back to lap, see if we can see what happened here. Off turn 2.
Oh, yeah.
3 wide with the 03. Let's see what happens here coming through 1 and 2. Up the track a little bit. He's been up the track a couple times. Up the track again into the 03. Him and the 03 make contact. 94 goes for a slide down the backstretch.
Man. All right, looks like we've got a little battle now for, yeah, that's for second right now. Fetter Place gets around Wortman.
Better place. You got Brian Bliss through the grass on the front stretch.
Oh, no.
He's able to keep it straight.
Man. All right, Nick Alford gets around Fluger now too. So Nick Alford up a spot, up to 4th.
Yeah, so Fetter Place up to 2nd. Nick Alford to 4th. Now he's going to look underneath 83 of Tim Wortman. I tell you what, Tim being very graceful here with those guys.
Cameron King now kind of barreling through the field. He's like, I want to be part of this party. I've gotten up here. I want to keep going.
When we hit the line.
And Victor almost get together. Wow.
Yeah, that was close. When we hit the line, it's going to be 15 laps remaining here at Vegas.
Still quite a bit of racing to go. More than what David wants to see right now, I can tell you that much. But not enough. I'm sure Fetter Place is perfectly fine with those 15 laps.
It's half a second between 1st and 2nd. And about 4/10 back to 3rd of Nick Alford.
And the worst thing that David's got is he's got teammates behind him. So if it does get tight with the three of them, the teammates are definitely going to kind of work together and sell David out. So just got to keep hitting those marks and try to use that clean air. Just try to get the most you can out of that car right now. Stay in front.
All right, that time by. It's down to 4/10.
I mean, we've seen guys, though, get to that bumper and they just can't make that pass.
Yeah, that dirty air kind of affects them. We got a battle for 5th. We're going to take 4th. Wortman in 5th.
Guy also, too, sitting in 8th right now, Brian Dixon. He's having a pretty good rebound. And even Lane Allen, too, right behind him in 9th. They're kind of sitting behind this pack right now, but they're actually gaining on that pack in front of them.
I think we're starting to see that, Tony. 4/10 of a second between 1st and 2nd. It kind of stabilized that lap.
Yeah, it did.
Is he running out of steam, running to that dirty air?
Well, could be that. Could be a little bit of tire right now. I mean, David's kind of had a nice clean run those last few tire runs. The guys behind him have kind of been chucking and driving a little bit. Although Brandon picked up about a half of a tenth that last lap, and he's way closer now.
3/10. Can he hang on to it though through the corners? You know, I like kind of what some of these other guys were doing as far as running the top. It looks like Nick Alford was a little more versatile. As you see, the 34, as I say that, moved to the middle of the track. But the 98 looked like he was a little more versatile. Talking about Alford as far as the lines he could run versus the 34, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to be quiet. Here comes the 34. Fetter plays right to the back bumper of the 51.
Yeah, he's got under 2/10 right now, and you can see it. He's right there. But I'll tell you, I mean, I know Brandon and Nick both want to win this race, but the rebound that they're having tonight from what has happened to them, it's all for naught. They're still looking really good for podiums right now.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 3rd from what they have experienced there with 84 Hollingsworth. This will be a win in their books. They probably won't be happy if they don't win this race, but you got to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is going to be a great rebound for them. What could have been disastrous,
especially with the 19 in the pit stall. Obviously, definitely not. Oh, David gets tight or loose or something.
Opens
the door. Fetter Place. Yeah.
And the 34, Brendan Fetter Place, walks right through, takes the lead to the point, the 34 of Fetter Place.
Well, that was a pass that was very easy for Brandon.
He's going to be kicking himself for that because you don't want to make it that easy for him for sure. Here comes the 51 back on him, though. He's not really ready to give it up yet.
No, we could definitely still have a little bit of action going on here.
It's going to be 8 laps to go as they come around turn 4 to the start-finish line. 8 laps remaining at Vegas for the Victory Fuel Cup Series.
Yeah, I'm kind of scrolling through the back of the field here, just seeing if there's anything exciting going on back there. But everybody's pretty much single file. Again, we only have
34
cars.
Up the track into the wall off the corner. Is that going to slow him down?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Doesn't look like it slowed him down much.
We only have 20 guys on the lead lap, and there's not one car that's one lap down. Wayne Grossi, unfortunately, last place right now on the lead lap, and he's very much off pace. And they may actually even encounter Wayne by the time they get around to him before the race is over.
So side by side back to Brian Dixon, Tim Wortman, Lane Allen.
Yeah, just like I figured. Yeah, Dixon and Lane both have caught that pack now. Both of those guys too kind of having a little bit of a rebound night. And even the 22 behind them, Wyatt Hunley, sitting in 11th, or no, 10th right now. He's starting to kind of gain up there.
Kind of falling off the pace here as well. Looks like he's kind of struggling on this line right here. Right in front of these guys. Oh!
Dixon gets a little loose there. Here comes Lane. I'll tell you, these guys, they're dealing with such old tires, though. It's not an easy pass.
Here comes Alexander Hodge on the outside of Cameron King for 5th.
They're still running too wide. It's just going to bring up Lane and Brian Dixon and even the 22. They're going to join this party.
53 gets him off the corner, so move Hodge up to 5th spot. Cameron King back to 6th, but Cameron's going to fight him back down into the corner here.
Right there as well. I mean, you got a lot of guys behind them just waiting to pounce. Better place. Pulled a half a second though over Duran.
Yep, pretty comfortable margin there for better place over Duran. Duran over Nick Alford as well. Just kind of spaced out. Pfluger in his own zip code. We got Hodge back there.
Nick Alford running that top. Nick Alford running that top line. He's going to start making a move here on David in another lap or two. And I mean, and he's got to do it in a lap or two.
Might do it before then. He's going to do it off into turn 1, is he? Duran using that defensive. Actually, he's going to go to the bottom now. Leave the top for Nick Alford. That's a good run off turn 2. Shuts the door.
Oh, a little bump there. Nick Alford bumped the 51 there a little bit.
I have a battle for second here for sure. It's going to be 2 laps to go at the line. Here comes Alford on the outside, running the very top. He's going to
taps the wall a little bit.
Is he going to get there? Is he there? No, he's not there yet. 2 laps remaining. All happened, but all this happening behind the 34 Fetter place. This is for second. Here comes Alford to the outside. Great run through the corner. Duran holds the bottom.
Just don't think David doesn't have the car he did earlier on. Alfred's got second pretty strong now too. Yeah. I mean, is Duran? I mean, the 21's right there now as well with Victor Pfluger. Is Victor going to be able to maybe take something away from David?
Cars making contact back here for 6th and 7th. Lane Allen and Tim Wortman. Let's sort that out. Lane's going to get that position for 6th. But again, all this happening behind your leader is the 7 of Wayne Grass. You're going to get out of the way for your leader through 3 and 4 for the final time around Vegas. Your winner tonight, he's hit the jackpot. It's going to be the 34, Brandon Fetterplace, taking the checkered.
Man, what an incredible rebound tonight for Fetterplace. And even Nick as well. I mean, they have definitely taken over the point lead tonight.
Great run for Fetterplace. Had that issue on the backstretch. Great rebound for him and his teammate Nick Alford to finish 1-2 yet again. Another 1-2 for Hot Lap Heroes. Only in reverse this week as the 34 Fetterplace is going to get that win.
51. Everybody kind of giving Fetterplace a little accolades there with that little bump. Don't be ruining your IPRs, guys. You know.
Yeah, who was that up there? I almost ran him in the wall.
And that was Tyler. 51 kind of gave him a little love tap there. All in play, but yeah, you definitely don't want to add to your IPRs here.
Yes, right. Yep, you don't want to do that for sure. So Brandon Fetterplace is going to celebrate here on the front stretch with the fans. Let's look at our results here for the Las Vegas 250 here for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. Fetterplace with the win here tonight. Going to secure win number 2, I think, on the season. Actually, it's going to be, our first 2-time winner, I believe. Nick Alford going to finish in second. Hot Lap Heroes teammates 1-2 here on the podium. David Duran fought hard there. Wasn't able to hang on the lead, though, unfortunately, but does get a podium here. The 51 of Duran's going to finish in third. 4th spot for the 21 of Victor Pfluger. Hodge, great top 5 run for him. He was up front all night, had a great run all night. 53 slotting in 5th. 6th spot for the Lane Allen machine, number 14. Great run for him. 7th for Tim Wortman Jr. Unfortunately slid back there late. Same thing for Cameron King in the 92. Unfortunately slid back a little late, but still a top 10. Brian Dixon in 9th spot. You got Wyatt Huntley. Everything he went through tonight, he actually comes home with the 10th place finish in the number 22. 11th for Julio Villalobos. 12th going to the 43 of Lewis Meglin. 13th for the 33 of Ben Tracy. 14th for Tyler Bowers. 15th for the 93 of Ryan Huff. And 16th spot going to the 12 of Robert Fitzpatrick Sr.
All right, Derek Cat finishing 17th. Brian Bliss 18th. Mason Hoffner 19th. Wayne Grossi 20th. Joshua Gaiman 21st, Jeff Chandler 22nd, Richie Coy 23rd, Stephen Hollingsworth 24th, Jonathan Atkins 25th, J.P. Burns 26th, James Torrey 27th, Alan Duranko 28th. And I'll tell you, those last 10 places, they had a rough night tonight. Some
Yeah.
of those guys. So tough night, tough points. A lot of good drivers in there as well. And yeah, well, they get to try it again in the Lady in Black next week.
What I say about Vegas, it makes a lot of winners and losers. And
That's real well. You're
unfortunately, we've
always
had
playing with
some.
house money, or you're not playing with house money.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we had some guys run into Lady Luck, and she wasn't very nice to them. But when we come back, we will talk to the top three finishers, the guys who did have some luck here tonight, and see what they have to say about tonight's exciting racing action here around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We'll do that on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, finishing up the Las Vegas 200 for the Victory Fuel Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television. And we're going to throw it over to our post-race show, sponsored by Drink Victory. Got to remind you guys, go to drinkvictory.com. Use code FTSR for 10% off your order. Get you one of their 3 great flavors. Pick you some swag or whatever you want. But yeah, use code FTSR, 10% off your order. Let's talk to our third place finisher. Let to see if I can grab him here. Not even sure if he's around. We'll find out here in a minute. All right, talking to our third place finisher, David Duran. David, congratulations, third place tonight, man. You just couldn't quite hang on there to the end with those fast Toyotas closing in behind you, but still a solid finish tonight.
Yeah, man, it was a blast for sure. We had a lot of bad luck this year ever since the season has started. So, I mean, the last probably like 6, 7 races that I ran, it's just been in the very back and getting caught up on some wrecks. But I mean, tonight was definitely a great showing. Getting up there, I was hoping it stayed green rest of the way for like a little bit later, but I just got caught up in wrong strategy there at the end. I was hoping I was going to get a few more yellows and just prolong it. But it is what it is. Taking the top three out of this, and it's one of my favorite racetracks as well to get some momentum going in the next week for sure.
Yeah, man, you were quick tonight. I knew you were going to be a factor there. You had some issues early on coming off the corner there, kind of spun down into the infield, had to rebound from that. But starting from pole, we knew you had a fast car. You just had to be in position there. Is there anything you could have done with that 34 and that 98 there at the end? They had fast cars all night. They had some issues, had to rebound from, and somehow they come back towards the front. I'm sure you saw them in the mirror and you're like, oh, please go away. Just leave me alone.
Uh, it's more on my behalf. Me hitting the apron, I think it was like the 3 and 4, and I knew Brandon just had a run. He was coming eventually because he had, I think, 8 lap fresh tires, and I did. Then Alford had like 20, 21 fresh tires. So it was just a matter of time. I was just hoping to, those kept coming a little bit, and I was trying to just get clean air as much as I can. But going back to what you said about I spun earlier, I got the clear, sign, and next thing you know, I'm in the infield, so I need to go back and look at that. But I mean, um, all in all, it was a great rebound to come back from the back of the pack, and just slowly but surely, as the run progressed, we were gaining time and making some moves and be a little more aggressive than I need to be because I gotta, points matter. So it was just definitely all in all showing a lot, really good, for sure.
Yeah, it was a good run for sure, man. A solid third place finish, nothing to cough at or sneeze at. Great run for Speed Demon Esports as well. I'm sure they'll be happy about that. But anyway, man, congrats tonight. I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Oh, just the broadcast itself. You guys do really great on the broadcast. So I appreciate what you guys do for this league and the broadcast. All you guys do. Just thanks to Speed Demon Esports for letting me be a part of their team. We had a really great setup this week. Just got beaten on some tire strategy, but other than that, I'm happy to race with Victor and Cat there at the end. So all in all, we'll take this momentum and hopefully we get a better result next week and we'll hopefully get a victory for this year.
Absolutely, man. We'll continue the carry the momentum forward, and we'll see you next week as we head to Darlington.
Thanks, guys.
All right, there's your third place finisher tonight, David Duran, bringing home that number 51 Pepsi Chevrolet to third place finish for Speed Demon Esports. I'm sure they have to be happy about that for sure. He's going to turn the season around. Hopefully he can carry that forward as we move throughout the season. I'm going to throw it to you, though, Tony. I think you're standing by with our third place finisher, Mr. Nick Alford.
Well, yeah, I'm here with the second place finisher, actually, Nick Alford. And Nick, you started second, you finished second, but there's a big story that happened in between. So why don't you tell us about your night tonight? It was pretty wild.
Yeah, that was a result of someone driving over their head. He was kind of wrecking loose out front every time he got out there, and just you saw what happened. It was kind of frustrating. I feel like we could have definitely won this race tonight again, but P2 is not bad. Good for BP. That's 3 in a row for Hot Lap Heroes. Good points tonight all around. I'm happy for it.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, we did see some of the trials and tribulations that went on tonight, but man, you and your teammate, I mean, yeah, you're 3 for 3 as far as the wins go. You still had a hell of a rebound tonight after everything that happened to you. I mean, you almost could have fought for your teammate for it too at the end, but I know you're trying to get by David there at the end, and David was having a good night as well. And I don't know, man. I'd keep your chin up. It just shows you guys, their perseverance kind of played out in the end. Even though I did see you had quite a bit of damage too, because I know you came in a couple times to kind of get some stuff repaired too. So I mean, you still got to be patting yourself on the back. I mean, it was a great race, at least a great rebound as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, Premier gave us a really fast setup this week, and the car was. I could drive it literally anywhere. However, this track is so air dependent. We talk about it all the time. Clean air means everything, and I couldn't get within 4/10 of David towards the end of that run. I ended up having to send it in 3 and 4 for a couple laps to even make up any ground. So you had to push through that dirty air bubble, and if you couldn't, you're just killing yourself.
Well, yeah, we do. Well, you're right. I mean, yeah, clean air is king. We do say it here every week, and yeah, for that reason as well. And then just you even get that looseness when somebody gets on the rear end a little bit too. But I mean, yeah, you had a little bit of luck. I know Fetter Place had a little bit of luck when David kind of spun, or not really spun, but he got a little tight there. And yeah, you were definitely sending it in there too to get by him. And hey, you got it done though in the end, and it's still second place is pretty good. Unfortunately, Richie, who was the points leader, had a pretty bad night. So again, good night for the team, good night for yourself, good night for Brandon. You can't be too upset about it. And how do you feel about next week with Darlington?
Alex is gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of off throttle time. More horsepower, less aero. It's it can go either way. Either everybody's gonna drive really cautious and it's gonna be a clean race, or they're gonna drive it like they used to, the old build, and it's gonna be a wreck fest. So we will see.
All right, man. Well, again, congrats on second. You did really well tonight, and yeah, the floor is yours.
Hot lap heroes as always. We are 1 and 2 in the points, so that's cool. Premier racing setups, giving the fast setups every week, keeping us up there in the front. And then the podcast, Fine Line Whiskey Podcast on Apple and Spotify.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that's right. We got to check out this podcast of you. I'm
Come
sure
on,
it's
we're
pretty
3
fun.
episodes in.
All right, yeah, we're definitely that's going to be on my homework list for sure, and I'm sure maybe Brony and I will probably give it a gander as well. So again,
Come on.
man, congrats on second, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right, buddy.
All right, Mr. Brody, I believe you're with our winner, Mr. Fetterplace.
Yeah, down here in Victory Lane with the 34 Fetter Place. Man, Brandon, it was we were on pins and needles there at the end. Could you get by him? Could you get by him? And then he made a mistake, and it was a little deflating. I mean, we were looking forward to an exciting battle, but he made it easy on you. You just kind of drove by him, man. But listen, the finish doesn't tell the story of the night that you and Nick both kind of went through, front to the back, through trials and tribulations, like Tony said, and it was a trying night, but at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, it worked out in your favor.
Yeah, that's God, that was something. That race, wow. I was very agitated. I thought we made the right call there in the first stage, not taking tires and saving a set, and we kind of got swallowed up there by a lot of guys who took tires. And I thought, oh man, this is how it's going to go. I'm so close to catching Richie in points, and this is how this night's going to go. And squeaked out a 10th, luckily. But golly, then I'm battling for the lead, and the leader loses it in front of me, and I get 38 seconds of damage, and I'm madder than hell by this point. I'm like, oh my goodness. It figures I finally get to the lead, and stuff like that happens. But
yeah, I know.
I
Nick,
see you made it.
Nick was kind of
Go
beating
ahead.
himself up with that whole thing happened too. He was a little upset. He's still a little upset. Sounds like how that went down, and I can understand that. But man, you guys rebounded from that. All the adversity you guys faced there with the 84 losing it. Man, I tell you what, you had to have a little bit of a heart attack when he spun across your note. He just was stuck there for a minute.
Yeah. Well, I seen him wiggle, and I thought, okay, he's going to lift. And about that time, I think he got back in it because that car then wiggled again, and that was when he lost it. And I thought, oh no. And I've got this wheel cranked hard to the left, and it didn't matter what I did. And it felt like he drugged the nose of that car down the right side of my race car, and that's where I got all the damage from.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was exciting though. From my broadcaster standpoint, I was like, all right, we're going to get to watch some here because I knew you and Nick were both going to try to charge to the field and get back to the front. I didn't know if you guys had enough time to do that or not, but we had a rash of cautions. You guys would get a few on the restarts, and man, it was just chaotic there at the end. There's a lot of stuff going on. You just pick up a few here, there. As a matter of fact, there was one wreck that happened right in front of you off turn 4 with the 22. The 61 and the 7, that was right in your lap. That was 3 spots, though, that you were able to pick up.
And it just seemed like, the whole time that I'm back there, I'm talking myself down because I'm like, man, I finally got to the lead. Someone makes a mistake. I get put back. and I'm trying to come back to the field, and there's cars wrecking everywhere. People are in the wall. People are hitting each other, and I'm like, dude, I just want to finish this race.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and so they all wrecked off of 4, and I'm just holding on for dear life. So
Right.
it was definitely something.
Never give up. You always got to keep pushing and keep your head up and keep thinking that you're still in this one, because you are. I said to Tony at one point tonight, I said, listen, if you're on the lead lap, you can win this one, because it's just like it seemed like you guys, the leaders would get out front, they'd wreck, and a new group of people. At one point, we had a whole new top 10. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
So that was a lot of. It was fun. It was fun for us to watch, but I know it was nerve wracking for you guys as well. So it was a lot of fun, man. I'm gonna toss it to Tony. They'll let Tony have a few words here.
Yeah, I mean, you and Nick, man, you guys had a hell of a rebound tonight. I mean, especially with everything that went on tonight, and keep your chins up. I mean, you guys both vaulted over Richie Coy. Richie, unfortunately, having some issues tonight too. So you guys are
I've
both
seen
definitely
that. That's
solid. One,
unfortunate.
yeah, 1 and 2 in the. I mean, and you guys have been on a tear lately. I mean, what do you had? 3 races. One of you guys from your organization has actually won the race, the last 3 races. So it's nothing to shake a stick at right now. I mean, you guys are doing it all right. I mean, yeah, you had some issues tonight, but it shows that you guys can come back as well. And congrats, man. You guys did a hell of a job tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, we're pretty highly motivated. So, coming into this season, with the new points and everything, I really wanted to show that last year wasn't a fluke. And so I'm just, I'm out here just trying to do what I can do and see where we end up.
Well, it's looking good right now. You got a 22-point lead over your teammate, or it's actually a 23-point lead over your teammate, Nick Alford. You guys are 1 and 2 in the points. You finished 1-2 again this week after a 1-2 finish last week. Just flip-flopped. You guys are taking turns. That's so nice of you. But
Yeah.
but you guys are getting it done here tonight, this season so far. We got Darlington next week, and now Darlington is one that I think scares everybody just a little bit. You look at Darlington, it's like it's challenging. It could go either way. It's like Nick said. You could see some guys taking it easy, taking care of the car, or they could drive it like last build and end up in trouble. So what's the game plan going into Darlington? The unknown, they're the track too tough to tame.
Well, the game plan so far is to definitely spend some time at Darlington. It's going to be a very tough race. And pretty much whoever can save their car is going to win that race, I think. It's just going to be something that it's going to be a battle of attrition, battle of tires, fuel. I mean, you just have to take it easy. And I think we'll finish pretty well. So definitely going to put the time in. I think the rest of the team is as well, and we'll hopefully we have a pretty good result.
Well, so far so good. 2 in a row for the team. We'll see if you can make it 3 in a row at Darlington, man. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing what you guys can do. But I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Thank you very much. Thanks first and foremost to Hot Lap Heroes. It's so awesome to have these teammates. All the work that we do during the week, all the stuff that we do during the race, all the communication, it's awesome. Thanks to Premier Setups for the awesome rocket fast setups, week in and week out. Thanks to y'all for the broadcast. Thanks to the league, all the sponsors, all the people that watch, all the things and people and everything that makes this happen every week. And we'll go get them in Darlington.
Man, you're getting pretty good at this. You're getting a lot of practice, so it's good. Awesome.
I'm trying.
Yeah, awesome job, man. Congratulations once again, man, and we'll see you next week if we head to Darlington.
Thank you.
There's your winner tonight, the 34 Brandon Fennerplace, getting it done here in Victory Lane at Vegas. He's the one he hit the blackjack. Is that? We'll go with that one.
Yeah, he got three diamonds on the slot machine there. I mean, they had a hard night tonight, both of them, him and his teammate. But you can't argue with the results. And I mean, it's still, I mean, to finish 1-2, only one of your teammates can be able to win anyway.
Right.
And to come back the way they did, they did a great job.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear Nick was down as much as he was in finishing second. I think it was a great rebound. I'm sure he's in the moment. It's disappointing, but he'll look back and say that was a great rebound. I know he was leading and had a chance to win here tonight. But like you said, only one person can win. And if you can't, you want one of your teammates to do it, and that's exactly what happened here.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they both did a great job. I mean, to me, I mean, as a driver, I'd almost rather have a crazy night like that and still come up second than having a boring night and just running out front all night. You
That's
know,
true.
I mean, to be honest with you,
True.
I mean, you might as well have a little bit of fun behind the wheel, right?
That's very true, man. Well, we're gonna have a lot of fun next week. Darlington Raceway next Monday night, 9 p.m. right here on Full Throttle Television. The Victory Fuel Cup Series going to be in action at the track. Too tough to tame. The Lady in Black. You can call it what you want, but you will call it a challenge. It will be a challenge for these drivers, especially here on iRacing. Got some new stuff. Got more horsepower. Got a different diffuser. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing these guys slip and slide around at Darlington. You do not want to miss it. You can see it right here. Again, Full Throttle Television, Monday nights, 9 p.m. right here. You want to watch that one for sure. Man, that's going to do it for us, though. Here at Vegas, Sin City, the lights have gone out. Brandon Fetter Place has won here at Vegas. For Tony Solari and everybody at Full Throttle Television, my name's Brady Hanna. Thanks for hanging out with us here in the Neon Garage. We'll see you next week from Darlington.